Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
All right, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin. We're here for another edition of, we're going to cast some pro replays, we're going to play some games. It is a Wednesday. No, it is Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday. It is a regular day for StarCraft. What is going on, Vincent? We've got max power here. Did I get your replays? I think yeah. Let's check my email real fast here. Yes, Brood War. Yep, got your replays, dude. They're in the email. All right, so we'll do those on Sunday. The viewer-submitted replays do show up on the Sundays, which is a lot of fun. And today we've got players such as Speed, Bisu, Dewalt, and Scan ready to go, ready to entertain us, ready to have a good time here. And let's take a look. Let's see what we got here in the folder of the folders. Yeah, started Deus Ex Mankind Divided yesterday on stream. I did adjust the schedule a little bit. I think we're going to be doing that for the while here, so yeah. It is some Tuesday StarCraft here, as opposed to the... I mean, previously it wasn't Tuesday StarCraft, was it? It was previously Tuesday other games, but now it's Tuesday StarCraft. We're just adjusting it a tiny bit here. Hope you guys are all having a great day. It is a little warming up a little bit. I was wearing a hoodie during the stream yesterday because it was cold, man. It was cold. It was overcast. It was not cool. But everything is fine now. Today, a little bit warmer. We'll see if it gets warm enough where I need to turn on the air conditioning, but I hope we don't end up getting there. Okay, 2024 replay here. We got Speed. Yeah, we got a bunch of Speed versus Bisu games in here to start us off. We've got a 3-game series. So tell you what, I don't know if this is going to be like a best of, if this is just 3 straight wins for Bisu. But I doubt it. I doubt it's 3 straight wins for Bisu or 3 straight wins for Speed, which means somebody's going to win 2 out of 3 here. So let's make a prediction. Speed versus Bisu. Bisu, Speed. Hey, hey! Who's out there? Who is out there resubbing? It is Tarsurian 2 with the resub at tier 1 for 3 months. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the tier 1 resub. Those subs are so helpful and so useful on a monthly basis. They really help keep me afloat. Let's update the Twitch donation to 40 now for the week. Yeah, that's easy enough to do. And there it is. Bam, we did it. Tarsurian, what's up? Save your sword. All right, let's go Speed. Let's go Bisu on Pantheon for game number 1 today. Hey, Baron Starker. What does he say there? Hello, good people. Once your email open, can you quick mail to Mr. Must that he should play StarCraft on his private jet instead of Diablo 4? Oh, you're talking about Elon Musk. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for the 100 bits. Let's go ahead and update that to 41. Nice. I mean, the story that came out was that he wasn't actually even playing, right? He was paying somebody else to play for him and make it look like he was the top Diablo player, and then he actually wasn't. Anyway, bottom left, we've got a Terran player Speed on Pantheon. Top right, it is Bisu. Legendary Bisu, best Protoss player of all time. Not the best Protoss player currently. That's probably going to go to Best or Snow or Rain, perhaps. One of those guys that are winning and getting deep into ASLs and whatnot in 2025. It's going to be Best and Sulky in our finals of ASL 19 fairly soon. Who's going to win out there? I don't know. I do not know. I got money on Sulky, and by that I mean I'm not actually betting on it, but I would put money on Sulky. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Savior Sword. The good news is that the VODs are all available, right? Out at Falcon Paladin Plays. You go there, go to the live tab, and it will show you the live streams I've been doing. I watched the VOD from yesterday just to check sound levels and stuff, and, ooh, did he just Nexus first? He did. Bisu just Nexus firsted, by the way. A very standard opening here from Speed, though. So, is he going to scout this out, right? This is the question. Are we going to punish it or not? But, yeah, to see the sound levels, I think I need to turn down the game sound or turn up my microphone. One of those two things needs to happen here, because the game sound was a little bit too loud, I think. Anyway, Gateway coming up. Obviously, what else are you going to do after a Nexus first? I guess you could go double Nexus before Gate. Nobody's stopping Bisu from doing that. He could if he wanted to. But Probe comes down and sees, okay, there's a Rax, and there's gas. And he's building a factory. All right, so let's get out of here. We got this information we wanted. This Marine doing what Marines do, hanging out, defending SCVs against probe harassment, and also an SCV now finally at 245, scouting up to see this Nexus first. So now he's got a decision. The decision is, do we want to come up here and try to build a bunker? Do we want to try to kill this? There's not going to be a lot here to defend. He's just now building a Zealot. There's not a Zealot here. There's not a Dragoon out, obviously, because the Cybercore is not even done yet. Do we pull SCVs? Do we build a bunker? Do we bring what Marines we have? Or do we just expand and play from there? You know? Artosis always says that the Protoss goes Nexus first. It's a guaranteed win for the Protoss if they get away with it. And this is getting away with it. This is absolutely 100% getting away with it. But yeah, I'm enjoying Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Wow, I can talk today, huh? I have the hardest time with the names of these games. But yeah, graphics are good. I think the questing is pretty interesting. A lot of the voice acting and kind of the work everybody's doing is pretty fantastic on that game. Trying to go a non-lethal route, but I did shoot some people in the head with a pistol, and I did blast a guy in the chest with a shotgun, and I did somehow manage to incite the police into murdering like 5 dudes. So, not exactly a deathless run, I would say. Additionally, I was watching the replay and I realized that I chose the hacking abilities in the skill tree to give me turret control and robot control. And those do not have non-lethal options. The turrets and the robots shoot actual bullets. So I'm going to be also killing folks with robots and turrets in this playthrough. So, I guess if I am personally doing a thing, like shooting a projectile or hitting somebody personally, it will be non-lethal. But everything else that I do is going to be lethal. If it's an indirect death caused by me, it will be lethal. I think that's where I've ended on this. Anyway, I don't know. I guess Bisu's going to win this thing, right? He got away with the Nexus first. There's absolutely nothing that Speed's been able to do about it. Speed came in and killed a probe with a vulture, but that's not good enough. He's spider-mining down potential third bases that Bisu could be going for. Bisu appears to be going for the one at the 12 o'clock instead of the one at the 3 o'clock. So keep that in mind. Another factory coming in. There's the robotics facility. And will we see Reavers from this point? Bisu's door is wide open. His window's open. He can do whatever he wants here. Absolutely, unquestionably, the master of this game. He can choose to go for Sky Toss from here. He can choose to go for a fast third base and a fast fourth base from here. There's really not much Speed can do. I mean, he's working on his third fac. There's no sign of him building another command center. Obviously, we want observers because the spider mines are out, and he knows that. At least I think he knows that. He should know that. Whether or not he actually knows it is kind of up to him, I suppose. As he scouted it properly. Ultra is here. How's it going, Ultra? Ooh, I got a rejection email from a local company I applied to. And, oh, that one company that you sent me a link to, they rejected me too. So, you know, we're doing good. We're doing good. Applying to a couple jobs here a day, getting rejections fairly frequently. It's really good for the self-esteem. The local company I just got the email from said they reviewed my resume carefully. But they chose to go with another qualidate who was more qualified. And I was like, sure you did. So, what do we got here? Marines and Siege. This is Pantheon. These little high ground positions, they can be an absolute bear to try to shut down. Dude, another tank shows up. Does Speed have to go here? I'd say yes. He needs some zealots, though. I don't know where his zealots are. He's been making nothing but dragoons, which is usually good for taking out siege tanks that don't have siege mode yet. They're going to have siege mode pretty soon, but high grounding, you want to send some zealots up there to start getting work done. He's like, okay, do I want to give up this high ground position or wait for siege to be done? It's done. By the way, a robotic support base coming in. Bisu decides to kind of go after reinforcing units that are coming up here. Oh, yeah, it's crazy tough out there for sure. But all you can do is keep on keeping on. That was a cancel, wasn't it? No, wait. Does cancel leave behind debris? There's no way he lets that finish. Oh my god. No. Okay, okay. Okay. All right. He did cancel that at like the very, very, very last second. That was close. That was close to letting that thing finish and then losing it without a cancel. Spider-Man kills a Dragoon. All right. Okay, fine. Speed just kind of wanders up, takes the high ground spot, kills the third base of Bisu. Bisu can't do anything about it. And Speed's back in this game. He was in an immense amount of trouble, and I was like, there's not much he can do. And what he could do is utilize this high ground. Bam. Force a cancel on the Nexus, and it's 2 base to 2 base. 54 to 47 workers. Siege mode is done. Upgrades are coming in for the Terran. Speed's feeling all right. Yeah, just rounds and rounds of Dragoons getting produced here. Getting a new third base down this right side. It's a minerals-only base. You know how Falcon feels about those. Not his favorite, but it's better than nothing. And that's what he had before he took this base, was nothing for a third. Wow, getting a Citadel after Reaver Tech. So it's heavy into Dragoons with range. He's like, Zealots aren't going to help very much. I think that was a mistake. I think if he had a few Zealots with speed, he could have charged up here and maybe taken out that group on the high ground. Yeah, no, sounds good, Ultra. Yeah, be sure to check out the Deus Ex stream. I think the more interesting thing that happens in the game is you meet up with your local cybernetic kind of doctor in Prague where you're staying, and it's just this like black market dude working out of the basement of this bookshop that he lives in. He's a fun character. He's really fun. The voice acting's interesting. What he's doing is kind of interesting. And it's kind of towards the end of the stream. And it introduces some new mechanics in Mankind Divided too. So anyway, recommended. But yeah, enjoy your busy day as much as you can, I suppose. What's up, Psychonauts? Psychonauts. So I was listening to the Simmons podcast today at the gym, and he was talking to Rosillo about how basically the Celtics need to start offloading contracts. This Reaver's just not getting anything done, is he? Turrets, siege tanks, spider mines. Yeah, just kind of getting out. Because, yeah, that second apron is a hard cap. It destroys your team's ability to do anything. They're not officially calling it a hard cap, but it is a hard cap. So it's like, yeah, we offload Drew. Get rid of Peyton Pritchard. Like, what do we do here? He's like, you know, this whole system makes it impossible for elite teams to have two all-star top 20 style players and build a team around them. It's just not possible. So it's like, So it's parity. And it's all the other owners voting to be like, we don't want Ishbia and Balmer to outspend us. We want them to not be able to do that as well. Anyway, I don't know if that helps small market teams at all. I guess we'll see. All right, he's committed to this one. Reaver does unload in this position. Double Reaver unloading in this spot. Going, for the hits. Beautifully done. And, good hit on a couple Vultures there, too. Vultures, they don't really care about their own lives, as we know. And then evacing with one of the Reavers alive. Zealous getting what they can done over here. Spider-Mine dodge with a pickup. Nice pickup. Good Spider-Mine location, though, too, from speed. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Getting up and getting on out of there. Woof. Okay, so that was fun. Updating the thumbnail while we're live. Body defuses? What do you mean by body defusing? This is, I mean, look at this. Bisu third base, fourth base now, fifth base, sixth base. He is now double expanding, the Terran's got 3 bases. He's throwing out some scans. He does catch this triple shuttle thing. High Templars, Zealots, and Reavers. Triple threat. Coming down the left side to try to see what they can do here in the Terran base again. Bisu says. Bisu says, let's see what we can get done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gah, storm on the retreating SCVs. I don't think the Reaver... No, the Reaver did not get unloaded. Got killed before it could, unfortunately. But the storms are coming in fairly hot and heavy here. Oh, hey, what's up, Nafit? Gotcha. So diffusing the mine basically, not a defuse if it explodes it, though. Diffusing indicates it doesn't explode, but yeah. Triggering the mine, having it explode on nothing because of a quick pickup. Pretty fancy stuff for sure. It's a reason to like Protoss, if you like Protoss. Tank position here to set up for a 4th base. Protoss decides to go for it, bringing a lot of Zealots in. Swinging in, getting big-time size storms done. Wham, wham, tank down, tank down. The tanks are falling like crazy. Every tank in this position is going to get rolled. There's another setup of tanks down this way that is Beast going to go for those too. It kind of feels like he is. 174 to 128 supply, though. Look at this. Zealot bombing, bringing... Is he? No, the shuttle's dead, and it was empty anyway. But, dude, 160 to 118 supply. These guys need to be involved in this battle. They're kind of standing around killing a barracks, which is not ideal. Bisu, get your head in the game. Bring the rest of your dudes down here. You just got a couple vultures. A lot of vultures to deal with, but you got a lot of dragoons here, too, with +2 attack and +1 armor. Nice. Zealot absorbing that spider mine shot. That's like 90% of his job in this game is to absorb spider mine shots. But tanks keep coming out of the natural base. It's making Bisu fall back just a little bit here. But he's got a nice position, nevertheless. 150 to 98 supply. Yeah, this is looking tough for speed. He was trying to set up a 4th base, and now suddenly he's knocked back down to 3 unequivocally. With 6 bases from Bisu here, doubling the base count. And yeah, it's 55 workers and 3 bases for the Terran, which is usually pretty good. Let's see if he can make a push out here. He can... No! No! Speed GG's! I don't know what he was... I don't know what he was scanning? But he decides that that is the GG from him. Bisu gets away with the Nexus first play and loses his 3rd, crucially, but then has some really nice harassment, some really nice storms, some Reaver drop shenanigans, and then was able to get out to 6 bases on the map, deny Speed's 4th. And Speed was like, well, I am not getting through this one, friends, and he had to tap out. So GG, the Elder Statesman taking down the young kid's Speed, getting it done in 16 minutes for game 1 here today, outproducing the Protoss, getting out killed by Bisu by more. The 8-2 raise number there is fairly negligible. The outspend is 10,000 in only 16 minutes. Dude, Bisu's macro in this game was through the roof. Through the roof. Wow. Okay, game 2, Bisu and Speed. It's going to be on Pantheon for this one. Let's re-up that prediction. Same players, same map, different game. All right, thanks, man. Thank you, Walter. Have a good day. Chicken? I get notifications when my kid receives a payment from somebody on Venmo because he's a teenager and I can watch what he gets and sends. He got $25 from somebody in his school for a chicken emoji, it says. Chicken. I guess maybe lunch? He paid for lunch and then got reimbursed. Anyway, top right, it's Bisu. Bottom left, It is speed. Yeah, he's a little entrepreneur. He does this thing where he goes to Costco and will buy, like, Coke in glass bottles or Dad's root beer and then sell them for, like, $2 a piece at school and, you know, make a killing on that. That's a really good profit margin. But apparently the administration doesn't like it very much, and so if they catch him, they shut him down. But, well, he keeps at it, is what he does. Because that is the entrepreneurial spirit in that kid. Okay, so no Nexus first this time. Looks like a gate into gas, into Cybercore openings. Same exact opening, same spawn locations here too, strangely enough, in Game Dos. What's up, Nemo Noom? And Taro Adun. Hey!
Dizzy one snore booty, Dizzy one snore booty. Oh man, ready to see the tourney this week. Lol, should be good. Trying to get Herbman to join, but I'd kiff he will.
Hey, Herbman would be fun. I'd love to cast him in the tournament. Certainly, Big Wan. Thank you for the tier 3 sub at 16 months in a row. Absolutely insane. An insane display here from our guy, Big Wan. Let's update the Twitch goal with his tier 3 sub. Gotta update that. Nice. Very good. Okay, so nobody messing around this time. Cybercore, Singularity Charge before Expand, NG Bay block by speed. Alright, fair enough. Nice. Ozzy Dahaki and Love Snore in now. Excellent. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. Good, good. Good, Big Wan. Thank you for recruiting for the tournament. That's awesome. Requesting a pause. Here is Bisu. He's like, okay. You're ready? Bisu says, Speed says, yeah. So NG Bays gets up to like, whew, 70% done. It's going to be an annoying delay there on the expansion. Not really another place you want to go as Protoss. It's kind of scary. And then we got Marines. We got a Vulture moving out. We got another SCV coming up here too. Throwing up a pylon. Spider-Mine's on the way. Gets the probe and gets out of there. Slow Vulture. No upgrades, man. No Spider-Mines, no speed. Wanders up there, says, yo. Zealot tries to come down and harass, but Vulture plus 3 Marines. Even without any micro, that's an easy win from speed. He just completely crushes that. Cancel. Blah, 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 blah. What? What? Bisu taps out. What wait. Wait. Was it that Nexus is delayed? Your command center is already, 30% done. That's it. This is like the equivalent of Nexus first here. That's crazy, man. Wow. Yeah, Krunichi's like, GG, I guess. Happy says, how does the fastest map tournament be scheduled? We're doing live games. And I'm not going to worry about stream sniping. I'll probably set up more of a delay on the stream for the tournament stuff to try to avoid stream sniping. But yeah, that'll help. All right. Crazy. Bisu Gets the 2-0 here. I mean, sorry. Bisu loses it. Speed wins with a really standard build with an engineering bay block. Crazy. What an absolutely insanely fast tap out there. Like, we don't even have any stats on this. It's an outspend by the Terran against the Protoss in the first 4 minutes, and yeah, that's bad. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to get outspent by your Terran opponent. But, seriously, though. Here, let's set up the links to the tournament here. So this one is ladder maps. And then the other one is for fastest maps. This one here. Okay, there. Pin it. Okay, good. Got our pins. Excellent. All right, we're going to go now to game 3 between Bisu and Speed. It is tied up 1-1. So we'll get a prediction rolling out here. What do we think? Happy thinks maybe it was an emergency GG and not a GG because he scouted that the Terran's base was way faster than his. I don't know. The timing, like maybe something was happening and he checked and he's like, Terran's got a base before I do. I don't want to play this out. I don't have time, and just GG'd. Maybe. Bottom right of game number 3 on Kickback, though, we've got Speed. And the top left, it is a Bisu. Bisu. Let's see who's going to come out on top here. Should be a good time. Should be a good one, indeed. And it's Kickback. You know this map. You know how it works. You got the super safe second base. And oh, look, a really safe third base, too. No way. You can take them, but they have less resources than regular bases do. And the only bases on the entire map that have the full complement of 1,500 minerals and 5,000 gas are in the corners. So your enemy has one, you have one. There are 2 ones you can take. Every other expansion on the entire map is the lower resource count of 1,200 and 3,000. So gas especially runs out a lot more quickly. Yeah, and you're right. But again, what makes me wonder if it happened as soon as Bisu got down there and saw that Speed's command center was like 30% done. He gets down there, he sees it, bam, GG. The timing is too suspect. It's not, oh, I scouted my opponent's command center and then a car crash happened. Immediately at that moment, I don't buy it. I do not buy that. Also, Jericho just went AFK. He didn't quit the game. He got up from his seat to see what was happening. And I think if there was an emergency, Bisu probably wouldn't quit out of the game to deal with the emergency. He would just, you know, get up and deal with the emergency and be AFK for a minute, right? Probably. Oh, that's true. He did. That's an excellent argument. I forgot about the pause. Requesting a pause in a ladder game is weird. Ooh, that's right. More evidence. Okay. Maybe we'll never know. We'll probably never know. All right. So Speed goes for the same build he's been doing, man. Racks into gas. Get that factory out. Get those vultures running around. Bisu's going Cyber Core before expand. He could go for range. Before expand. He could go not go range before expand. Entirely possible. You're getting static mic and stream issues. Not dropping any frames out here. No one else has really said anything, but if anybody else has any complaints about the stream, let us know and I can take a look. For now, I think we're probably okay. Something on Happy's end, most likely. Yeah, man. Machine shop before expand. Singularity charge after expand from Bisu, which is fine. You can get away with that. Just a matter of how much pressure you want to put on the Terran. And it's not like you're skipping range either. So it's a little tiny poke out, trying to see if there's a Dragoon out there yet. There's not, but there is one on the way. There's one almost here. It's a nice little dance we've got going. Robotics facility. Second gate. About 4:30. Vulture speed upgrade coming in. Double speed Vulture going to go for a bit of a run by here. Dragoons try to step up and block. No, immediately killing that probe, getting through that wall there. One-shotting probes because he got two Vultures to do it, man. Ooh, yeah, this is speed at his speediest, dude. That was great. He's got 2 kills on that one, 3 kills on that one. He dies with it. Yo. Okay, Happy. Glad to know it was you, but kind of sad that it was you. And ka-chow. Got him. But guess who's back? More Vultures into your second base. By Vultures, I mean 1 Vulture. And he's going to get killed by probes. An embarrassing way to die, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. This probe has a kill. Killed an entire Vulture bike. Entire one. How's it going, YH? Happy StarCraft Day. Got Bisu and Speed here in Game 3 already. A little 3-game series between these guys. It's tied up 1-1. With the winner of this being the winner, who will move on to the next round of ASL 20. It's future. The future is here. Siege mode coming in. Spider mines being laid. Ooh, proxy starport speed. Very sneaky. I like it. I like a little proxy starport in my day. Protoss gets a 3rd at the very safe 3rd location. No sign of Reaver Tech from him yet. Take that, neutral sunken. No one likes you. There's no Zergs in this game. Boom. 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 Two more gates coming in about 7 minutes. Still no Reaver Tech. It's got to be dropping Vultures into this base. It has to be. That's what this is. He's going to send the Vultures he has out on the map up to this location. Pick them up in a drop ship. Yep. Vulture, Vulture. Vulture, Vulture, Vulture. Can I take your order? That was the Twitch Go Live message today. Yeah, the sunkenness so that Zerg players can wall off here. So they can basically, if they spread creep up this way, this Sunken will expand its own creep and allow the Zerg player to wall this off on 3 bases. Look at him watching this area. He's like, you know, I kind of feel like something's going to come through this direction. And it is, because we got a dropship with 4 vultures in it. Let's see if Bisu can catch this. Oh, gosh. Oh, he's going to miss it. He's going to miss it. It's right here. He's missing it. Oh. Well, he sees it now. It's a little late. No, reaction time perfect. Wow, getting out of there in time. Kaput. Kaput. And then, if your probes die, get up, pick up, run away. Go to this space next. Uh-oh. 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 Oh! Bisu shuts it down. 1 vulture. Gets into the 3rd base. Can do some damage here, but not going to be enough to be game-endy by any stretch. Yeah, that's alright. 3 or 4 probes. Could have been worse. 3rd base now coming in from the Terran. He's making another drop ship. He says, hey, that was pretty successful. Maybe let's get tanks this time. Let's get some tanks out here. Siege him in this corner. Siege him right here. Maybe drop here. This 4th base that Bisu's trying to get at the 12 o'clock. I'm not sure if he knows that's happening or not, but we'll see what he does with it. Reaver Tech is now on the way. Saw a Scarab come through the production tab. Yeah. So we've got Reavers and a shuttle for safety purposes. They go for a triple vulture drop now, maybe swinging directly into the 3rd base this time. There is 1 Dragoon defending it. Doesn't seem enough to stop the probes from dying at a fairly alarming rate. There is a Wraith on the way, though. So he's worried about, you know, dealing with Reaver drops himself, and having a Wraith is going to help immensely there. So, 3 Dragoons, though, means, yeah. How many probes are going to die? The dropship made it out of there. 1 probe died. 2 probes died. He got 3. He got 3. That's more than I thought. That is some pretty good targeting and a micro by speed to get 3 kills there. Do I have a window by my washroom? There's a window in 2 of the washrooms, but one's in the basement, and there's no window in there. Here comes the Reaver drop. Here's the Wraith, though. Yeah, a Wraith plus turrets plus siege tank plus spider mines equals no. Ooh, yeah, that is nice. Being able to open the window in the winter when you're taking a shower, or yeah, or a bath, it is refreshing, certainly. I'm with you on that. Good stuff. Aha! I found your sneaky proxy starports. It will die to my +0 dragoons. And I'm going to expand up the top right side. So what are we at? 130 to 100. About where you want to be. Actually, pretty happy as a Protoss player to be that ahead in supply at 11 minutes against the Terran. The harassment's been okay, but he hasn't lost a Nexus yet. He really hasn't lost, you know, 20 probes or anything. Probably been a total of 10, maybe 15. But he's got so many bases. He's expanding top right here, too. This feels like a repeat of the first game where Speed just couldn't get a 4th base up and Bisu was on 6 bases. Feels like it's tough. Second robo coming in. Here comes the push. So 3 base push. No sign of a 3rd command center in the production tab from Speed. He's got +1 attack. He's sitting on 2, 4, 6 factories on 3 bases. Pushing out. Ob's keeping an eye on this troop movement, though. This Ob sees. This Ob sees. Moment of truth is coming here. Vulture try to go for a bit of a run by. Zealots plug the hole. It's a really temporary solution there because they'll die real fast to those Vultures, but they did buy enough time for the Dragoons to come in and save the day there. Probe transfer is pretty well defended by Bisu. Not bad. Liking that a lot, but here comes the Terran. Pretty big. Pretty big, pretty scary. +1 attack on those guys. It is +1 attack for the Protoss too. And I don't know about engaging here if you're Bisu. That's a really awkward angle to come in. Good spot to siege up your tanks. And maybe get a 4th base here at the 3 o'clock while threatening that top right 5th of Bisu. That could be pretty good. Reaver shows up to save the day. It's only a Vulture attack. Nothing to really freak out about. Bisu's fine with it. He's maxed out now, too. He's got a +2 attack finishing up pretty soon. But the tanks are coming in. But the counter... This is counterattack time. This is Bisu saying, I'll sack one of my bases to kill one of yours. Knocking you down to being... I mean... Or just like a no-basing Terran? While I lose one of my bases is totally fine. Let's go! Wow, he just goes right in the front door of speed here. That +2 attack, wait, is not finished because that was lying. But anyway, good Psy Storms here. Really nice stuff. Top right base is undoubtedly dead for Bisu. I don't think he can defend it with anything. He's got 1 gate and a Reaver up there. That's not going to save the day whatsoever. But he does load up some dudes to come reinforce this attack into the front door of speed. And this, holy smokes. This is great. 167 and 113 supply. Bisu has way more army value right now. Yeah, he's like, you can take this, man. Take that base. I'm going to kill your main and your second and your third. Bringing some of the tanks home to try to deal with this. He's got a couple here sieging up. But he's got, also has Zealots and High Templar in those shuttles. There are a couple Goliaths. Maybe just the one, but he gets some good storms off. Another great storm off on the clumped up siege tanks. A second storm comes in. And these are, some of them are very bruised up siege tanks. Can he clean this up? I don't know, man. It's 160 to 180 supply, or just regular 80 supply. So used to saying that. Look at him targeting the injured siege tanks there. But the Protoss is getting thinned out. That's a 5-kill Zealot, or 5-kill Dragoon, 4-kill Zealot. More Zealots in the party trying to come in and deal with this. Vulture's joining the party here as well. This base is going to die. A couple tanks come up and try to take out the 12 o'clock, but 3 Zealots show up for the 3 tanks. And this guy does have, there you go, pulling a probe out to absorb that 1 siege tank shot. Beautifully done. So there's a 4th base over here from speed. I'm not sure how he has that with all the pressure that Bisu is throwing at him. Holy smokes. So it is a 4-basing Bisu versus a 3-basing speed, but if this base gets up and running, this could be a big problem for Bisu, but it's 144 to 75 supply. Speed's economy is in the toilet. 28 workers at this stage of the game is not enough to keep things going. Trying to set up a new base on this left side. Bisu says the top right belongs to the Terran. The birds can have that one. Finally at +2 attack, +1 armor. Working on a +3 there too. And the Terran at a pretty comfortable 2-1. No upgrades here. He needs to spend the money on stuff. He's making Goliaths and siege tanks and vultures. No sign of anything sky here. No arbiters. No fleet beacon. None of that stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to shuffle the bracket. Maybe I will. I don't have any plans to change it, but I could save your sword. We'll see. We'll see what the final results are for the bracket. And then double expanding his Bisu. So yeah, this is what he did in game 1. Except this is going for 5 base instead of 6. And the Terran's got a 4th base this time. So this, he's up. This is going to be a little bit harder to close out than it was in game 1, certainly. Yeah, that sounds fine, Savior Sword. Can do. Terran Amulet is on the way. Surprised we don't have that yet. There's been a lot of storm. Zealot Bomb in, leading the charge as always. Unloading and immediately getting evaporated by the Vultures here. But there's only 2 tanks. 2 more tanks down here. Nah, this is crushed. This is done. Yeah, I think Speed recognizes he does not have enough to deal with this much Protoss on these many bases when he is under siege this much. And he does. GG out. Speed taps it, and Bisu gets the win in 18 minutes and 44 seconds and wins both of the games that matter, I guess. I mean, he tapped out in that middle one, maybe because he had an emergency, like Happy was theorizing, or maybe just because he was being out macroed. But yeah, when Bisu gets out here onto the 5, onto the 6 bases with the +2 attack, with the speed lots in the shuttles, God, he can just break these lines so well. 119,000 points and 98,000 points here in favor of Bisu. He manages to outkill, even though he got outproduced. Speed and the outspend here is giant in 18 minutes. That is a 30, almost a 40% more on the outspend there by Bisu in game number 3. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, let's keep this ball rolling. I'm going to step away for just a second here, but we've got a Dewalt versus KimSangSu replay. Who is KimSangSu? KimSangSu StarCraft. Okay, I don't know who this is. I don't think RJB knows who this is either, but we're going to go Dewalt and KimSangSu on Polypoid. So we like Dewalt. Dewalt's an awesome guy. There is Dewalt. And it's Polypoid. So top right, it is a Terran player. His name is KimSangSu. And on the top left, it is Dewalt. We'll get a prediction rockin'. Gonna step away for just a second. I'm assuming with a name like KimSangSu, it's not a fellow European here for Dewalt, but we'll keep an eye on his opening, and I will be right back. Tap that like button if you haven't, and feel free to toss me a follow if you haven't done that either. Be right back. All right. We're back. You might have noticed, we got Nexus first here, man. Protoss players love doing this. One Marine and an SCV do show up to try to harass a little bit here. Probes are good fighters against Marines. He doesn't get a single kill, and neither does the SCV. So a bunch of bruised up probes here, but none of them are actually dead, and that's all that matters in StarCraft, man. A fully healthy unit is a healthy unit. And a super injured on its last breath unit is performing the same. So that sucks. Really sucks here for KimSangSu. But yeah, gets away with the Nexus first, and as this game goes on, the more likely it is he's going to pull it off. I mean, it's reductive as all get out, but man, the win rate for Nexus first is super good. Zealot considers going for a scout, but he's walled off up here. Going this way around means he takes too much damage from the bunker. There's 2 Marines inside that bunker. Already took half his shields just by getting that close to it. So he was going to die. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a 100% win rate, but by golly, it's very close, isn't it? 2 more factories coming in. KimSangSu can try to go for something here, right? He can try to go. For a 2-base attack of some kind and try to shut this thing down. Dewalt's really setting up for a 3rd here pretty quickly, too. So, Psychonauts, what do you want the Celtics to do? If they have to free up a bunch of salary because of the second apron stuff, it seems like the options are get rid of Jalen or, like, get rid of Drew, get rid of Pritchard, get rid of somebody else. So you're definitely on the side of let's get rid of the talent around our 2 stars and try to figure it out from there. Simmons was like, we can offload Porzingis on Utah. They wanted him a couple years ago, and then he came and played for us instead. And I'm like, yeah, now we want Porzingis when he can't play at all. Like, we're not going to friggin' sign Porzingis. Gannon! What is up, man?
11 months, let's go.
Let's go, indeed. 11th month sub at tier 2. Gannon, crushing it. Hey, look, it's Reaver stuff from Dewalt. That's fun. Porzingis might. I mean, I don't know who wants Porzingis. He has some mystery illness that even Simmons has no idea what's going on. And, like, Simmons is as connected with the Celtics as anybody else in the league. And if he doesn't know what's happening, they are really keeping it under wraps. Nobody wants to trade for that guy. They're like, can you tell us what's wrong with him? No. Okay. Yeah, I want that guy on my team. Reaver! Take that, natural enemy of the Reaver missile turret. It's long COVID. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Nice try, Zealot, but repair is too strong. Pretty quick starport here, actually, from KimSangSu. Is he going for drops? Does he want a Wraith? I mean, honestly, if I was playing Terran against Dewalt, I would get Wraith. 100%. Ooh, yeah, Derek White. Ugh, that would suck. He's been so good. He's been way better than expected for a couple years now. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the apron, whether intentionally or not, prevents teams from building super teams. You can't pay 2 elite players and a really strong supporting cast around them. So we're back to, like, teams with 1 super guy and a good supporting cast. Is that, I mean, that's never worked. But I guess if no one can afford to have 2 and everybody has 1 super guy, then maybe that's how you do it. or you hope to get an elite MVP caliber guy on a rookie contract and one well-paid super veteran. So you got 2 super guys and then a good supporting cast, and that's how you do it? Like Wembanyama paired up with, I don't know, somebody like Booker, right? So you've got this really highly paid veteran Booker, really low paid rookie Wembanyama, but he's playing like an MVP. And then you can afford to pay to put around him, and then that's how you do it? I guess that's the model now. I guess. The OKC model. Or, yeah, trade your players for tons of draft picks and capital. Hope you hit on some of that, and Shea turns into an MVP candidate. And then you just got dudes around him and hope somebody can be a number 2. You're not paying Chet anything. Hartenstein's not getting paid all that much. J-Dub's also not getting paid a ton either. So yeah, good young team with an MVP candidate and try to make that work. Reaver! Yeah, this Reaver harass has been okay. Ooh, shuttle dies. Death warrant of the Reaver has been signed. So pretty good, I would say. Not a bad shutdown here from KimSangSu. You gotta hit your draft picks. You do, yeah. And what's up, Gallons? And maybe get nice draft picks. That'd be good. Or, you know, if you're the Jazz, get the 5th draft pick in a 4-player draft. That helps you a lot. Woo! Okay, here comes KimSangSu. He's like, you know, not happy with how things are going. Let's push across the map. Great sieging position, and Dewalt cannot let this stand because it threatens 2 of his bases. He gets in here. I don't think he has enough zealots. They don't have the speed upgrade either. They almost have the speed upgrade. That would have been nice to have, but now all the zealots are dead. The upgrade is still not quite done. Ugh. And this 3rd base of Dewalt might be going down. He's dragging spider mines into tanks. That's a great move. Speed is now done on these guys. Another unload, and another tank goes down. Friendly fire splash, zealot attack, putting in that work too. Reinforcing units coming in. He is doing a great job clearing these tanks, man. Look at him targeting the siege tanks. Another tank shows up. Spider mines doing what they do. They giveth and they taketh away a lot of the time too. It's a desperate attack on this 3rd base, and Dewalt, oh, he abandons it. He falls back, doesn't like the position that he's in. A couple more Dragoons do join the fight. He comes down. He's got enough maybe to clear this thing out, but suddenly it's a lot of vultures and a lot of siege. Ugh. I mean, 1 sieged tank with 4 kills. Spider mines everywhere. They evac from the 3rd base down to the 4th base, which Dewalt is thankful that he has right now, expanding to a 3rd behind this. KimSangSu, really nicely done. 330 APM for this guy, too. Reaver gets a tank. So Dewalt's done a good job killing tanks today. Oh, 5 vultures down for 1 Reaver shot. That's the kind of value you're looking for when you make Reavers in this matchup. Wow. Still trying to save the 3rd base if he can. Zealot bombing on the tanks. The tanks are the problem, as always. Still 2 tanks remaining. They're high grounders, too. So, I mean, the Nexus really hasn't taken a ton of damage because Dewalt has so desperately been defending it, but when he falls back, then the tank fire suddenly turns to the Nexus and the pylons, and this is a lot of vultures coming in as well. They got +2 attack on these guys. Only +1 for Dewalt. Better upgrades for the Terran, too. Another tank goes down. Reaver's getting shots on tanks that are just joining the party. Another tank dies. There's never been more than, like, I don't know, 2 tanks at a time here at this position for a while now. And 5-kill siege tank is alive. This pylon's been getting hit by siege tanks for 4 minutes now, and it finally goes down. Dude, this battle is insane. It is so on the edge of a knife right here. Dewalt thinks he can save this, and so far he's been right. He's been hitting tanks with Dragoon shots and Zealots and Dragon Spider Mines and Reaver shots. Have been doing tons and tons of work here too. Shuttle goes down, bullying. Oh, Siege Tank down to like 9 hit points and 9 kills. Might take down the Nexus here by himself. Vultures decide to go on the offensive into the natural base of Dewalt. I think the Nexus is going to fall. Dewalt's best efforts were not enough. Dude, this 4th base down the right side for the Terran 2 is hot. That is so good. Dewalt again. 2 tanks down. 1 tank to rule them all. The 11 kill Siege Tank who's been here forever, it feels like. He's going to die, though. Oh, 11 kills on the tank. The Nexus lives with 17 hit points. Did he say... No, these Vultures need to swing around and attack this thing. Say Vultures aren't good at attacking or killing Nexuses, but dude, this one has 17 total hit points and 20 shields. I cannot believe he saved that. There's no way he saved that. A little bit better target firing with the tanks that were here at the time, I think, would have taken it down. But yeah, swing these Vultures down here, go pew, 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 and the Nexus dies. He knows. He's got to know how low that thing is. He's like, ah, crap. There's enough Dragoons to save it, though, so he's got to fall back now. Plus 3 attacks on the way from this dude. There are 3 cannons defending the 9 o'clock. So that's well defended, too. Trying to Reaver your way to shenanigans. But the Reaver dies, takes a Vulture with him. That's a fair trade that KimSangSu will take every day of the week. And twice on Sundays. Psystorm's on the way. No good Protoss game is complete without Psystorm, possibly the greatest spell in the game. Although, Artosis would argue because it's dodgeable, right? It's like you can't dodge Plague. Plague's going to hit you no matter what and is guaranteed to do a ton of damage to you. Whereas Storm can be dodged. So, I think that's a fair point. Anyway, we're on Polypoid, so the Protoss is going to try to attack this base a few more times from now. This is Dewalt versus KimSangSu, T. A scan game is coming up next. Next on the list is a scan game. I'm not sure who he's playing, but I wrote it down, so it's true. Also, welcome back. Good to see you on a Tuesday. We just had some great PVT today. I don't know why there's a billion PVTs in this 2024 folder, but they're here. I guess maybe they're likely to go for, 15 to 20 minutes more than the other matchups are, I suppose. So Terran KimSangSu, an unknown player, but that's his name. RJB knows what that is. Plus 3 attack on his mech. Loving that. Protoss still at plus 1. Now working on a plus 2, but only about 60% there. It's gonna be a minute. Whew. That's right. Twice on Sundays because of Obi-Wan? Yes. I don't know that Star Wars has our days of the week. I'm not sure that they have a concept of Sunday in their universe. Alright, man. Speedy lots running all over the place. We've got the Psystorm. We've got the Reavers. We've got what we need. We're on 4 bases, but it's even base count against the Terran, which is really not ideal. And Spider Mines and Vultures harassing. Oh, try to naked expand. There are Vultures in this game. It's a PvT. Why would you ever send a probe out by himself to try to expand in a PvT? We saw Bisu do an escort of a probe transfer even, out to a new base, and those probes got there safely because of that transfer. What is this? Got High Templar and Zealots in these. Don't really want to fight Vultures with this. Not at all. I'm not even convinced Coruscant uses a 5-day week. Right, but Plague against Protoss cannot be repaired. You're taking permanent damage off of the units against Toss. You're right. Against Terran can be repaired, can be healed up. So it's very complicated. Like, I'm not saying I agree with Artosis on this. I still think that Storm is the best upgrade in the game because it's used in every matchup, and it's always used in every matchup. No matter what the other player is doing, Storm is going to be good. Whereas we see Zerg skip Plague all the time. It's not a must-have spell in every matchup. Yeah, they got shields, but shields take full damage from everything. So anything that's been plagued for Protoss is going to fall over as soon as you punch it. Because shields are like the worst HP type in the history of StarCraft. Anyway, still pushing in. KimSangSu, counterattack time by Dewalt. He says a good Protoss when you're under attack. Counterattack, that's when you're at your most dangerous. Some Zealots make it into the 3 o'clock here, but everybody else gets caught up. There's a nice SCV transfer, but no, that High Templar's like, wait. Oh, he decides he's going to help this engagement instead of storming the SCVs. And gets picked off there too, so it was all right, I guess. The Zealots inside the 3rd, or the 3 o'clock, are doing fine for themselves before they get wiped out. Max Power in chat says that Dewalt is dead. He cannot win from this spot. He's on even supply. No, the Terran is up in supply at 19 minutes, and the Protoss is dead. I don't know how good this player is. Can he finish it out? Some players are great at the first, 15, 20 minutes of the game, but closing out a Protoss is a challenge. And this isn't light. This isn't scan. This isn't speed. This is KimSangSu. So let's see what Dewalt can do here. I'd love for him to have a base down this way. It's pretty free and clear now. These probes are not mining, which seems like an oversight. But this is Dewalt. It's not Bisu. It's not Snow. It's not Rain. Reaver dies. This Reaver's absolutely dead. This High Templar is probably dead too, and you are right. Max Power calls it out. Dewalt gets crushed by this unknown Terran player. KimSangSu doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Who is this guy? Who knows? But that's a win. Total win. They're on strike. They want better pay. That would explain a lot about why they're not working down there, huh? All right. KimSangSu pulls off a win. That is a GG if I've ever seen one. Good Terran player. We need more of him. Figure out who he is. Give him a Wikipedia page, huh? Outproduced, outkilled, and lost more. Outconstructed, lost more buildings. Wow, that's crazy. KimSangSu killed one building today. It was that one pylon at the 3rd base. One pylon at the 3rd base. Didn't kill anything else. Never got that Nexus in one anyway. Good macro. And the outspend here by the Protoss was about 5,000 in 20 minutes, which often is enough, but not enough bases down the left side there for Bisu to get the win. So, GG. All right, next up, what did I promise us? A scan game. Ooh, a bunch of scan games. Intriguing. So we got Scan versus BTS here on Minstrel. Let's see how Scan does here against a Zerg player. Will he go to Port Wraith? I just posted a game today. With Scan where he went to Port Wraith. It was awesome, man. His Wraith control is insane. So bottom right, it is a yellow Zerg player. It's BTS. In the top left, it is Scan. And because they're playing under barcode names, we're going to go ahead and label them as Terran and Zerg. So 2-player map. So cross-spawn scouting makes perfect sense here. Terra the Overlord knows where the man is. Oh, we've got a new shirt available at FalconPaladin.store. How cool is that? Check out FalconPaladin.store. Available to everyone. Whatever country you are in. And where is it? Shirt, page 2. Is it not under? It might just be under shirts. Yeah, there it is. The Terran Supremacy shirt. Look how cool that is. Again, we got the sizes available here. Man, that's awesome. Space Marine. Crushing a roach underfoot. Crushing a... You can call that a Hydralisk underfoot if you want. And you can buy your stuff in Zlotskis. You can buy your stuff in Canadian dollars. Buy your stuff in US dollars. In euros. Most of you guys are one of those options. Check it out. FalconPaladin.store. I know, isn't it a cool shirt? Omicron is very proud of it. I like it too. So, are we going CC first? What in the name of Fergus McDootson? Scan's going CC first on Minstrel. It's a 2-player map, my friend. Well, Zerg's like, I went hatch first. I didn't go 9 pool or over pool or anything, so not much I can do about this. How's it going, Vincent? And the drone gonna try to harass stuff, but that's a hard wall. The command center is looking great. I kind of feel like Terran should do this more often. Am I wrong? It doesn't seem that hard to go CC first and wall off against early Lings in TVZ. Like, maybe not against Protoss, right? Early Zealots ruin you in that situation. But you wall off against Lings. You have to deal with a scouting drone, probably, but that's not a huge deal. He's just going 2-hatch Muta from here. He's like, well, how do I do this? Noted max power. And drone gets out of there with his life after getting 1 kill. But now there's a Marine, and he's not even trying. He's getting Ling speed. Is what he's doing. Spire timing. 3rd hatch coming in. Spire timing. Spire timing. Spire timing. Like 4:10. Seems fine. Yeah, Scan went 12 CC versus Zerg because he's a madman is what he is. Scouting SCP finally gets taken out, as he should be. That 3rd hatch indicates we're going to make 9 mutas here. Doesn't quite have the gas for it, though, interestingly enough. No, he does. Just kidding. That's the Spire is what that is. Little bit of a Marine... Oh, my gosh. There's not a sunk in here yet. Lings and drones fighting to buy time for that sunken to finish. Absolutely desperate position to find himself in here. Doing actually a pretty good job with these drones. Look at this, pinning these Marines against a wall. That guy has 0 kills. That was an elite level hold with drones and like 6 Zerglings there. Maybe even only 4. Somehow this Ling's alive. He's like, hey guys. What's going on? 6 mutas in production now. All right, Mutos, what do we got? What do we got here? We got 6 Mutalisks. Still just 6 Mutas. Intriguingly enough, he went for the 3rd hatch. But he's not using it to make Mutalisks. He's going into Hydra Den. Another scan doesn't reveal anything that's going on there. He's getting a 3rd base up at the top right here, too. And it's just 6 Mutas. Interesting bit of a mind game scenario there. I kind of like it. Out of BTS. He's like, aha, you saw I had a 3rd hatch. You saw my Spire timing. You probably assumed that there was, you know, a big flock of Mutas coming in. He's giving him a Carapace upgrade, but he's not making any more Mutas. It's all... He restarts Metabolic Boost, which he started earlier and canceled. He's getting a Queen's Nest. He's going to try to get Lurkers to defend this 3rd base against incoming Marine aggression. There's a lot of it, man. CC first is crazy, crazy powerful. Yeah, he's already at 8 minutes getting double starport. His +1 attack is finishing up. Baiting stims out of these Marines is pretty good. I don't think this is crazy Zerger. We'd see a lot more Sunkens coming up. I mean, it's an 8-minute hive. It's not super fast. A Marine does wander up to the 3rd. These drones are forced to fight him for it. 1 drone dies for 1 Marine, probably fair trades, and Scan's trying to get across the map. He's making Lurkers up here. He's going to try to defend with Lurks. Yeah, I think Crazy Zerg usually skips Lurkers. Am I wrong about that? I don't think you get Lurkers in that build. I think you save all the gas you can for those Ultralisks you're rushing towards. Okay, some Lurkers here would be nice. Damn it! Lurker eggs! Not here yet! Oh gosh, this timing by Scan. Okay. Alright. Ah! Hydra comes out of the egg, dies. Lings try to save the day, they die. Unupgraded Hydras running into the meat grinder. Lurker comes out, dies. Ow, boy! And the bust in here. 2 Lurkers here, not enough. The 3rd base is dead. It doesn't matter if you hold this, BTS. You're a dead nerd. Your 3rd base died because you did not have adequate defense at it when the Marines showed up. No Lurkers at all ready to go. Not enough Mutas to save it either. Screwed that up, man. Totally screwed this up, BTS. He was trying. Like, at least he was trying for it. But your timings get all screwed up if your opponent successfully gets away with a Nexus first. My guy. Wow. So we got +1 Carapace Mutalisks. We've got Lurkers. We don't have a 3rd base. No, we do not have one of those. Irradiate's on the way. Marines have +1. This is looking bad. This is looking bad for BTS, dude. Your opponent gets away with a command center first on you and you don't even really change anything you're doing. It's hard to win. It's going to be hard to win. Consume is on the way. Nexus first. Command center first. Bessies. Been doing a lot of Nexus firsting on the channel today. CC first is tripping me up. Defiler's on the way. Look, even if you're down a whole bunch, you get a nice Dark Swarm Lurker setup right here. You can win. So there's still a potential here for the Zerg player to win this game. The Irradiates come in. 2 of these Lurkers have been irradiated. Still 4. That's a pretty hefty number of lurkers to try to bust if you are a Marine group. He's like, come on across this bridge. Come chase me. I'm a bunch of fragile mutalisks. La 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 la. Weird stim. Like, you're not going across this bridge. Why would you stim there? Yeah, bad idea by Scan. He's getting a third base. The Mutas could actually shut this down. I think they've got the time to get down there and do it, too. Little sneaky Marine attack again. This time, it is Lings. Good micro. Okay. Like I said, you could shut this down and you'd be in a much better position. But he's so worried about controlling this area. I don't think he knows there's a base coming up down here. He's just really focused on getting those lurkers burrowed in. Look at that firebat count. Look at this firebat count. Okay. Firebats are infinitely better than Marines are, but only because Marines are garbage in this situation. SCV transfer down to the third. Big attack up this northway to the third base. The newly established third base of the Zerg. Oh, man. He's just so ahead right now. He's got a big army here. He's got a big army here. He's got a third base he's rolling with. Scan. Scan the man. Sees the Dark Swarm. Sees the lurkers. Sees he doesn't have any fire bats and just kind of falls back. Says, if you don't get a fourth base, then I think I'm all right. Yeah, these lurkers get irradiated. He doesn't even have to engage with those at all. Oh, man. Plague up. Excellent. Look, Plague and Dark Swarm can only do so much. If you're on even count base against a Terran player, you're 41 to 57 workers. The Terran's getting a fourth base while all this is happening. This is nuts, dude. Scan just went CC first. He's holding on to the lead, making sure the Zerg player never gets a fourth base of his own, and from there you just kind of dance around. Right? Keep your science vessel count incrementing. 6 of them at this stage of the game is pretty good. And then you just irradiate every single Defiler you see, every single Lurker you see, every single Ultralisk you see. Not that we're getting Ultralisks, mind you. This is Hydra variant. But then you irradiate the Hydras, and they... or the Defiler gets irradiated, is what it is. And he's like, we'll fight the Hydra straight up if there's no Dark Swarm supporting them. We always will. Hydras are not good in that situation. This group's ready to jump on this third base, too. There are 4 lurkers here and a Defiler. It would be a tough crack. Tough nut to crack. Yeah, Irradiate is really all that allows this to work for Terran. If they didn't have Irradiate, this would not be a strategy against Zerg. You couldn't do it. You'd pretty much have to mech in every game. Because if you're not irradiating Defilers, killing them is so hard with Marines and Firebats. They got a Science Vessel, but there's no Dark Swarm. Nice Plague. But even Plagued, man, these Hydras just don't have the upgrades. High ground position helps a lot. 4th base from BTS is coming in. Look, BTS is down a base in 15 minutes. He got CC'd first. CC firsted? CC firsted. Radiate, 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 irradiates. There's a single spore here to catch plagued science vessels if they wander too close. Restoration. Scan's like, I have enough money for restoration. I'm winning this game anyway. I can afford to do that. It is an Ultralisk Cavern, actually, here at 15 minutes. Kind of surprised. He went for that. See, chasing a Defiler with Firebats and Marines sucks. Defilers are just fast enough to stay ahead of them. If you didn't have Irradiate, you're toast. This strategy is done. It is beyond over. Anyway, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's a StarCraft day this week, and probably for next week as well. changing the schedule up just a little bit, but you still get your StarCraft live streams 5 days a week from Falcon. Nobody says no to that, and I certainly don't either. Another big Plague. There's the Irradiate. Plague catches a good chunk of those Marines that they kind of don't evacuate immediately, and the Lings stay inside, so better micro there from BTS. He's got groups down here, groups up here, bringing a tank along with him this time. 192 to 103. This is a testament to how good Zerg is, that they can do this. That they can be this down and still be alive at 17 minutes. It is a big ask for them to be doing this. The cracklings are crackling. Restoration gets tossed down on, I don't know, a science vessel, I guess? That probably happened. And that's what you use restoration on, is science vessels. Or tanks. Probably not worth it to use it on a single Firebat or a Marine. It's too expensive for that. Scourge, no. Chitinous plating, yes. Take that, Zerg eggs. Nobody likes you. 4 basing scan. 3-2 upgrades. Restoration! Yay! Wait. A little bit of restoration. Not all of the restoration. Medics are busy with other stuff. Come on, get them. Oh, well, I mean... Alright, I guess. It was the thought that counted. Just lost a bunch of your science vessels because you didn't restore them. I guess not enough energy there, tragically. Look at this Zerg catching up. 150 supply now. 150. I know, Chris. I think it's only on Neo Sylphid that happens. Pretty good engagement here from BTS. And he's, you know, he's taking out tanks. His ultras are getting irradiated. They're kind of killing the hiders around him a little bit too much for comfort. But he holds it out. He gets the Terran off of his doorstep and is doing okay. Anabolic Synthesis is on the way here. Marine count looking hefty. Too much Dark Swarm for them to be happy about it, though. New Defiler is needed in this location, like, now. And here he is. And he's like, Plague? Sure. Plague's good. And Dark Swarm is also great. Dude, is BTS going to win this game? It doesn't seem likely still, but it seems more possible than it was about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, look at these ultras eating tanks for breakfast. They don't have great attack upgrades, but their armor is there against these Marines, and that's what matters here. Not enough tanks to really be a massive concern. I think Scan needs to expand. He is. He's expanding again to the bottom left here. He needs to probably expand here and here. And he's expanded to the center. That's how ahead he is right now. Yeah, man. BTS is toast. He's toast with the most. I don't know what he's supposed to do. Dark Swarm, Plague, and Ling Ultra. Not a bad maneuver. I think he can win this. I'm not sure he can win that. He decides he can't win this either, but he does win the southern battle. And if he keeps heading this way, he can find a base to kill and maybe take this one out too. 3 bunkers. The Ultras do have full armor and +2 attack. Pretty good. Yeah, Science Vessel's just catching Ultras as they spawn, coming out of this main base and irradiating them immediately is so good. So good. They do force a liftoff on this base in the bottom left. The Ultras on the bunker should be able to kill the bunkers, but they're taking so much irradiate damage right now, too. Yeah, the irradiate plus the bunker was really what sells it there. Look at him. He's building. He's bunkering up the center. He's not making battle cruisers, you might notice. That's why he's going to win this game, because he's not making battle cruisers. Ugh, nice plague again. The plagued science vessels are getting beaten to death by these mutas. Dude, up this way and around, you can take those two out. You can knock the science vessel count down to 0 at the front here. That'd be so big. He's floating out an engineering bay at the 12 o'clock to see what's going on. Science vessels come in again, and the mutas can jump on that. Where are you going? Yeah, he's like, hold on. Sweet. Scan, you gotta repair those. You gotta do something with them, not put them out front to die. Now it's a science vessel-less tank army, but okay, it's a tank army, though. They got +1 attack. They're working on +2 and +1 armor. Zerg player trying to take this 12 o'clock base. I don't think he can save that. I don't think he can save that. I don't think he can hold it by any stretch of the imagination. I guess he does have random Ultralisks running around. He's got one here. Nice plague again. This is a very weird game, man. I can see why RJB sent this one in. And with the plague on the Marines, this is bustable. Tank count a little bit too hefty now, though, for these Ultras to be happy about it. Yeah. The tanks across the bridge. Yeah, see, this is what I think. Add more tanks to your comp. Don't add battle cruisers to your comp. You know what actually kills Ultralisks really easily is a bunch of tanks. It's great. Scan is crushing it here. I don't think Scan really cares much about that 12 o'clock base. Science vessel count is 2 at the front here. Good. No. One hit each. Didn't kill any of them. And this is just... that's GG. Yep. Anytime a Zerg player runs into an entrenched Terran position like that and loses all of their Ultras, you're toast. You're done at that point. He knew it. He was out. So CC first, but it still took Scan 24 minutes to kill BTS. That was amazing. Yeah, no, that is pretty good, Psychonauts. Pretty impressive stuff here from Scan. +2 siege tanks. Terran players, siege tanks, not battle cruisers. Siege tanks are so much better. So much better at everything than battle cruisers are. All right, GG's. Let's go. Prediction is... the winner was Scan. Pulls it off. Nicely done. Yeah, tank is the answer to all things Terran. Nobody bet on Scan in that game, but he did it anyway. Nice job, Scan. Got outproduced by the Zerg, but outkilled him by a pretty solid margin. Structures raised, negligible, and resources spent. Outspending the Zerg player will get you wins in TVZ about 99 times out of 100. Ridiculous. Ridiculous amounts of death there. Okay, what do we got time for here? We have time for another Scan versus BTS game. We do. Actually, I would argue we do. On Deja Vu. Wait, hold on. Where are we with this? Yeah. Okay, let's do rematch on Minstrel, actually. Yeah, rematch on Minstrel, Scan and BTS. Let's see what the opening is this time. Why is that always not up? And then Scan, can he pull off a win again? So bottom right, on Minstrel this time, it's Scan. Top left this time, it's the Zerg player BTS. So I'm going to step away for a second. Check out Terry. Check out the merch at falconpaladin.store with Terry's face on it.
There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered.
All right, kids, what did I miss? Did I miss another CC first? No, definitely not a CC first timing here at all. I lied, it is. Wait, what? Did he proxy? What happened? That is a CC first. What the what? Where is he? There's his, did he try to what is going on? Chat, what happened? Why do I feel like this is late? I guess it's over 50% done. Dude, he did it again. He did another CC first against BTS. And this time, the response is a fast third. Yeah. Like 3 hatch before pool fast third for BTS. So I feel better about this opening for him. That's crazy. I cannot believe he did it again. I can't believe it. So 2 times in a row here on Minstrel. He goes CC first. Response this time is much different from the Zerg. We'll see if that helps him. I think it will. I think 3 hatch before pool is a better answer to CC first than 2 hatch Muta. It's like, hey, you want your economy to be through the roof? Guess what? I'm going to make my economy through the roof. We'll see who's better at it. Quick factory this time, though. Oh, is he going CC first into mech? Is that what we're doing here? This SCV is like, all I want to do is see when you get a lair. And the drone's like, no. Absolutely not. You're not allowed to see when that happens. In fact, a lair is coming in the natural base, but you don't know that. Ha 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 ha. So, pretty in the dark, I would say Scan is here. Can't be happy about that at all. Cool enough. I'm a fan. When in doubt, tanks. I think Psychonauts was saying something about this, but holy crap. Ling Flood off of 3 base coming. Lurker Aspect coming in behind this. What is this? Holy Hannah. We got another SCV. He takes down a Vulture. He gets another couple SCVs here. 2 Vultures pop out. That's going to be hard for these Lings to deal with. They know that. So they're going to jump on top of these SCVs, try to keep the Vultures away from the battle. The SCVs have to be pulled in to fight for themselves as well. And okay, we're good. We're fine. Oh, that was scary, though. 5 kills and 5 kills. These guys have 10 kills apiece, and they just popped out of these factories 10 seconds ago. Dang, Vultures are good against Lings. Even Speedlings, dude. Woo! 3 base Ling Speedling Flood. Hydra's on the follow-up. Lurker Aspect coming in. He is trying to punish this greed of Scan, and Scan might have the right answer to it, man. Spider Mines, Siege Tanks coming in next here as well. Dude, great. This is what we're talking about. Yeah, more Lings, more Hydras cruising on down. Lings dragging Spider Mines, trying to trigger them on top of these Vultures. Pretty good micro from Scan, not letting that happen very much. That you don't use Hydras to eat Spider Mines. That's not as cost efficient. Yeah, Lings, yes. 2 Spider Mines for 1 Ling. Great trade there. Supply block on BTS because that Overlord died, and it was kind of important to this whole thing. And then he wanders up and gets... Dude, there's no detection! There's no detection for Lurkers! Oh, no! At 7.5 minutes, he skipped ComSat. He doesn't have an engineering bay. Oh, he's building an academy now. I promise he's doing that. Oh, no. Lurkers just kind of win here. What's up, Calvin? Scan. Scan was too greedy. Greed monster. 10 kill. Vulture gets picked off out in the open there by Lings. Dude. Dude. Can you get up this ramp? Burrow. Oh, he got it. He got the burrow. Lings again. Another Lurker comes in. Tries to be a little too greedy. Gets picked off. Tried to get too far. ComSat. You only have one place to build a ComSat, sir, and it is here. And you're not doing it. There you go. He was building an SCV. He canceled that to build a ComSat station to try to get Scan up. How's it going, Jericho? And there's only 1 Lurker left at this position. So Scan can get rid of this. He's got 34 to 29 workers here. Behind it, Aspire's on the way. 3rd gas coming in. Spire is done. But there are Goliaths, right? He knows that this wasn't an all-in because there would be more Lings and Hydras coming. So he's anticipating flying stuff, which is why he's so heavy on Goliaths here. They're better against Lurkers than Vultures are too. So he's ready for mutas. Dude, Scan might weather this. 4th base coming in from BTS, though. That's bonkers. That is some bonkers stuff. Lurker! Oh. Gets 1 kill to his name. Kills an SCV. 2nd base was lifted, landed, planted, replanted, and back safely. This is Scan versus BTS, Jericho. Mutas aren't the answer here. They're not. There's way too many Goliaths for Mutas to get anything done here. They have +1 already, too. And you don't have an attack upgrade for your Mutas yet because your Spire just finished a couple of minutes ago. Is BTS going to lose this? Is the Terran seriously going to win a game where they didn't have any detection at 7.5 minutes? Lurkers showed up. And the Terran's going to win anyway. I don't like it. I don't like what we're seeing. Well, I mean, Charon boost isn't done. Look at this stutter step into the sunkens, though. Holy crap. Don't have to do that anymore. Siege tanks are here. Zerg players like, what do we... How do we... Who do we... What is this? Dive bomb in. They don't have Charon boost yet. They do have an upgrade. Oh, it's over. It's over. Stretch. It's a sad Zerg stretch is what it is, because we're done. We're done. Who needs Charon boost? I say... Alright. Well, CC first. Into lurker bust. Into coming across the map and murdering everything. GG! Scan wins game 2 of 2 in impressive fashion again. What's up, Cardiox? Thanks for the resub at tier 1 for 5 months in a row. 5 months in a row is crushing it. Let's update the goal with that. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, man, Scan. What can we say about him that has not already been said? He's playing well. He's bullying BTS out here like the absolute bully that he is. Gets away with Command Center first. And Zerg tried something else this time. He tried something else this time. And it looked pretty good. I mean, you shut down your enemy's natural base for a good chunk of time and you think you're probably all right. But he's constantly building Goliaths. Adds a couple tanks into the mix. Walks across the map and gets the win. That fourth base was probably a mistake in hindsight for the Zerg. Also, I would have liked to see more Hydras there. Hydras trade a lot better than the Mutalisks do, but... Alright, that's the first 2 hours of the stream. We are ready to move on to our live games portion of the stream. So head over to US West Battle.net. Find the Falcon Paladin channel. Yeah, JM Smitty, it's a great shirt. Check it out. You can buy it at falconpaladin.store. Did you know that? No, check it out. Look at this. We have a new shirt out there today, too, actually. It's this one here. Terran Supremacy. If you like it. If you like Terran, this is probably the shirt for you. If you also like Steve the SCV, he is available here. Steve the SCV. You can buy him in euros, Canadian dollars, USD. Got a whole list of currencies up at the top right here. You can choose. Well, we've got the yellow, the blue, the white. Got some stuff here. If you're in the EU, there's a 2-year warranty on the product as well. Additionally, mugs. We've got Robert the Zealot, Terry the Overlord merch. We got Leave It to Reaver stuff over here too, which is rad. Hats, tie-dye t-shirts, hoodies, which are super comfy. Incredibly comfy as well. So check it out, falconpaladin.store. And let me grab these replays, get them out of the folder, because if they're in there tomorrow, it will confuse me. It'll be so confusing. Actually, by tomorrow, I mean... Thursday. Because tomorrow's another Deus Ex day. Steve the SCV. That's him. That is Steven. Cool. US West Battle.net. Ho! Max Power is here. We got Tuesday, who I think is Gallons. Save Your Sword, Psychonauts, happy Max Power. Save Your Sword is Believing in a Bacon. Does seem about right. Ah, people are joining the Discord server. Let's go. MC. Is MC... Let's see. Protoss and Kerrigan. Bam. Brood War or SC2 question mark. All right, let's go steal the bacon. We'll start us off with that. That sounds reasonable enough. Bacon, 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 bacon. Use map settings, bacon. And we're off. First come, first serve, usually, unless you've already played a bunch today, then I'll boot ya and give your spot to somebody else. Aw, that's sad. George went. Iconic Cheers character Norm died at 76 today. Bummer. That is some sad news. Okay, we go. We got Savior Sword Gallons, Jane Doe 22, and Max Power. We'll do AI battles next, Happy. Don't you worry about it. I also think we owe somebody, we owe Gallons, or Big Wan, I think we owe him a 7v1. And post that tweet in the Discords. There he is. Rest in peace, man. Fun character. Yeah, okay. GLHF. Poo. Not yet. Happy, that's right. That's why we're doing a bacon first. And then we'll do versus AI, and then we'll do Hero 7v1. For Big Wan. If Big Wan's here, I think Big Wan wanted to play it, is the thing. And if he's not around, then maybe we'll hold off until he's back. Gotta click the OK button. Mark! Marcus Revius. How's it going, Mark? New job treating you okay? It's always good news when I hear people get a new job. Top left of Steal the Bacon here on Retro. Wait, no, this is... Yeah, this is Retro? This is... I forget. Anyway, it's Savior Sword. Top right, we've got Gallons under a Tuesday name. Bottom right, we have Jane Doe 22. Who's a Black Terran player who has 50 APM. I don't know who this is. And in the bottom left, it is Max Power, playing his Dark Blue Protoss. He cosplays as Jericho fairly often. Yeah, Starboy, we're switching up the schedule a bit. Just because Samacron's interested in the Deus Ex playthrough, and so his day off is Monday, so I'm doing Deus Ex on Monday until it's over, and StarCraft on Tuesday for the foreseeable future until Deus Ex Mankind Divided is complete. Something complete. All right, predictions up. Who thinks who's gonna win this thing? Sounds good, Starboy. Yeah, if you do work on your day off like I do, then having a day off doesn't really mean anything, Happy. That is accurate. Where do you volunteer? What do we got? Pretty fast pool up here from Gallons. Intriguingly, when the timer runs down, the flag will spawn in the middle. First person to get 7 captures by picking up the flag with a worker and taking it back to their bacon beacon is the winner. Nexus first opening from Savior Sword. This is the build he usually does. Nexus first into gate. Tries to get an early capture if it's possible, but then just kind of goes into macro and tech. CC first down here from Jane Doe. His APM has skyrocketed to 96 APM. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, Happy. Well, that's nice. That sounds like it's a good volunteer experience for sure. Gallons expanding after the pool and the gas and the everything else. So Jane Doe's foregoing the ability to get a capture early, but should be set up quite nicely to get a capture late. And then it's a forge here from Max Power. Max, I don't know. Man, if he cannons this ramp, it's going to be a waste of resources. If he cannons the middle, I like that idea. If that's what this forge is for, that would be cool. Would be pretty rad. How can you get raxed on this? Rushed? I think he meant, how can you get rushed on this? Just block the ramp. He did double rax proxy against me. Yeah, but blocking the ramp against Marines doesn't do a lot because they can shoot your wall from distance. It's pretty awesome. Savior Sword's about ready to move out with a Zealot and maybe a probe. Ooh, yeah. French toast pizza. Let's go. Wait. French toast pizza? French bread pizza? I think you mean French bread pizza. What's up, Max T? Happy Tuesday. Happy StarCraft Day. So I like it. It's one cannon plus a cannon back here. Oh, Max. Too many.
The glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Hey, sup, Drago. Thanks for the follow. Getting closer to our 3,600 followers. How close are we to that goal exactly? We need 62 more followers to reach 3,600, so thanks for that. Appreciate the support. French bread pizza. Yeah, okay, there you go. Delicious French bread pizza. I always burn my mouth with French bread pizza because I want to eat it too fast, and the cheese is like boiling lava hot. So be careful is what I'm saying. Do better. Be more patient. Yes, lucky noob, exactly. I do know the Brood War Cosmonarchy mod. Yeah, Dead Infested used to talk about it a lot before he disappeared entirely off of the scene. I've never really given it a try, though. He seemed to like it a lot. All right, Max Power shows up with a bunch of zealots. He's got 20 seconds to capture. Spider Mines are getting laid by Jane Doe, which is exciting. Jane Doe's APM has gone up to 250. Ooh, this feels mysteriously like RJB. He was hiding his APM early, and now he's here. He's here, ready to go. But Savior Sword picked up that flag. I thought he must have sniped it then. I thought Max Power picked up the flag, but that probe must have died, and then Savior Sword picked it up. Hey, Critter. Yeah, I changed it. Bottom line, Samacron's really interested in the Deus Ex playthrough that I'm doing right now. And his day off is Monday. And so I changed it to do Deus Ex on Monday and now StarCraft on Tuesday, at least as long as Mankind Divided's being played. And then I don't know if we switch it back. Who knows? These middle days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, they're not high view count days. They're not huge support days. So, like, whatever. I'm doing them just to be here and be consistent. But what I stream on these days doesn't really seem to matter all that much. Which is fine, because then we can rotate stuff in and out and not have a problem. Yeah, Deus Ex is really fun. Second one's been pretty good so far, too. What's up, Wander? Happy Tuesday, dude. Whoever makes this map is the boss of the map. Gallons is trying to go Hydras without detection against Spider-Mine Vulture, which is moderately kind of doable, actually. Okay, unless you walk into more Spider-Mines. In which case, not actually crazy doable. Hang on, it's kind of working out. Who got a capture? Everybody has a capture right now except for Gallons. So I'm guessing that was Jane Doe. So Jane Doe, Max Power, and Savior Sword have one capture apiece. Center's being held by Mass Hydra. Dragoon count is something with +1 attack. Pretty good, actually. I think they make it... I feel like they could win this. Yes, Critter. This is the first one of the day. We are 2 hours and 16 minutes into the stream, so yeah, you can kind of assume that. Stream goes for about 4 hours. Last 2 hours are live games. Like I said, I think the Dragoons can win this, especially with the +1 attack. So Savior Sword wins that battle. Gallons has more Hydras ready to join the party, getting an Evolution Chamber for upgrades. Savior Sword's warping in a third base down the left side. Mysterious Jane Doe with 220 APM. He's getting a third base at the 6 o'clock. Max Power's got an army he's sitting in this defensive with. It's kind of his deal. He's got good macro, but he's got a hard time. Really, really hard time moving out, even if he's in a good position to do so. I feel like it's RJB, but who knows? Not many other people play in this APM range with us. About 220, 250. But we will find out, or maybe never find out. Who knows? Savior Sword gets the second capture. Savior Sword. Third capture. Bucket brigading. Someone's got to make a move here. Looks like it's going to be Gallons for now. Goes for the intercept play. Nice intercept play. Flag gets dropped. 2 minutes. Also, Jane Doe's here with tanks and all sorts of scary mech stuff. Another probe. Oh, comes to pick it up. It gets sniped. Gets away with that one, though. Hydra's chasing it down. Chasing it. It doesn't... at this point, it doesn't matter if you snipe it. He did, but it doesn't matter because there's another probe here ready to pick it and capture it anyway. It's a little too late. Could have gotten... you're right. If it dropped a little bit closer to the edge there, it probably would have respawned in the middle because it didn't have any ground to land on. Not a good place to land anyway. Pizza is an open-faced sandwich made on French bread. Delicious. Delicioso. Anyway, center belongs to Jane Doe now. Jane Doe does have a single capture. He's controlling center pretty ably. Got anti-air, got anti-ground, got spider mines, got +1 attack on that mech. And has a third base that is rolling here too. Has the most supply in the game by a pretty hefty chunk as well. So what is Gallon's going to move into here? Max, once again, big army. But just kind of hanging out again. Will they be Brood War games? Critter asks. Maybe, if you're lucky today. Arbiter Tribunal from Savior Sword. Gonna get some stasis to deal with all this crazy mech stuff. Capture from Jane Doe, sneaking on down, getting hit by his own tanks, or her own tanks, as it were. Considering that Jane... Oh, there you go. Again, the biggest obstacle towards you getting captures in this game are your own units on the way back. Savior Sword tries to jump in and deal with this. He does not have enough. He doesn't have enough, but he's going to try for it anyway and try to sneak a probe into the chaos and pick it up. Nope. No. Good storms. Yeah, he tried. He tried getting a pickup in all of the chaos there, but that did not happen. Another capture is coming on down for our meching player. It's a bad idea to talk about food on stream. Why is that? I think food conversations on stream is fine. Tuesday is Gallons, Critter. He's been naming himself after the day of the week it is recently. At least since, like, Thursday of last week. So he's being consistent about it. Anyway. Lucky Noob says, if you talk about food, then I get hungry. Oh, that's fair. Mass Hider's not going to work here. This might work. If Max decides to move out, could work out for him. Wait, what's this? He sends the SCV carrying the flag back to repair an SCV that is repairing a tank. Yeah. Ledger Domain, what's up, man? Looks like you caught a gifted sub from Ultra last week, it appears. Congratulations, enjoy the ad-free viewing experience courtesy of Ultra. Oh, I actually have to tell you guys. So I was checking my analytics, which are kind of on fire right now on Twitch and YouTube because of obvious reasons, Hashim and Ultra. And I looked at the amount of money I'm getting every week based on what source it's coming from on Twitch. The ad revenue's like 30 cents a day. So I'm over here running ads when I'm taking breaks, right, in between games and stuff, hoping that helps with the revenue. It does not. So guess who's not doing that anymore? You guys win. No ads at all. I guess you get the first one. When you come to the stream, there's an ad. But there shouldn't be any other ads happening because I turned off automatic ad insertion. So I have to manually do it, except for the first one when you show up. And so you shouldn't get any more. once you're here on the stream, as far as I'm aware. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it looks like a pretty solid shellacking here by Jane Doe with 226 APM. Yeah, that's your GG. This tank spread. Was everyone else asleep? Max Power was asleep. Like, at least... I mean, Gallon just made nothing but hydras against a giant tank army. Max shows up 80 minutes too late. I know, Critter. That's a great question. How will you know what's going on in the advertising space? Oh, that's a good point, Wander. Maybe that would encourage people to sub. There it is. GG. Mysterious Jane Doe gets the win in ye old bacon. All right, that was fun. How many people are here now? Yeah, appreciate that, Wander. We got Psychonauts, Major Party Gas, Mutabomb, Jericho, Happy, Save Your Sword, Tuesday, Max. Okay, okay. All right. All right, Happy. Tell me which... Happy, which AI map am I doing? That was 1v3 versus comp. Max really needs to attack earlier most games he's in. Where is Happy? Where did he go? Happy, we need you for this. Did Happy log off? Happy! Oh. You sent me the message in the Discords. This one. Alright, here we go. It's called Reaction Custom AI version 3.5. It's been adjusted and tested. I already have it in here. I already downloaded it. So, okay, but let's grab it. Reaction versus AI 3.5 Rooney. Okay, use map settings. AI versus humans. Yeah, EMP and Brood War fully drains energy and shields all the way down to 0. Correct. All right. Oh, Big Man's here. What's up? Yes, and it's AoE, Ledger Domain. Correct. Alrighty then. Critter's like, I don't know if I want to do this. 4 random or 1 of each race, and 1 random or all 4 Zerg. We'll go Zerg, Terran, Protoss, random. Jericho says AI is strong. Yeah, EMP is great. Certainly is. They come with 30 Zerglings at minute 3, says Jericho. It's scary stuff. Zerg is crazy strong on this map, says Save Your Sword. Okie doke. So, like, hard wall, I guess? Yeah, Protoss, 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 random is the grouping. GLHF, let's see how this goes. Reward request complete. All that's left is Big Wan's Hero 7v1. We will get it to next. All right, kids, we're back on reaction. We know what this map is. We've been here for free-for-alls and for some AI versus human stuff. This is the second one we've tried. First one, it was all Terran, and they kind of sucked. So let's introduce the humans first. It's going to be Mutabomb, our red Terran player. We got a pink Protoss here, max power. Then we have Critter in the top right and Big Wan down the right side. The enemies are a green computer Terran, a pink Zerg player, a purple Protoss, and a blue Terran. So there's only one Zerg. Hatch minute 15 from Zerg. You mean second 15? 15 seconds. Yeah, pretty fast, man. Yep. They get a little extra cash to open things with and a ton of supply, as you can see in the top right. So that helps them not suck as much, because AI in StarCraft is garbage. But it turns out, I guess, if you give them a ton of extra money and supply to start it off, then they're not bad. Happy found a way to make the AI kind of threatening and dangerous some way. It's AI versus humans. Place your bets. Who do you think's going to come out on top here? You can bet with Falcon chips if you go watch at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. Pretty good. Pretty good place to be. You get Falcon chips for watching for free, and then you can bet them on games to get more. You can use them for sound alerts. You can use them to make Falcon do stuff sometimes. Ledger Domain can't bet. He may be in a country where it's turned off. So green Terran's going mech, blue Terran is going bio. Yeah, some countries don't let you do Falcon chips because technically it's wagering, even though you don't have to pay anything to get into it and you don't get anything of monetary value out of it. So it's not real money betting, it's just for fun. If you attack the AI, they'll send all their units to your base. Uh-oh. Max power, max. He's got 2 gates, but no units at 3 minutes. He opened 2 gate. He didn't make any zealots. Oh, gosh. Ooh, hang on, hang on. One's here. One's here. Yeah, Ganon.
RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game.
Alright, since there is never any micro from the Terran, or anybody AI actually, the Zealot totally saves the day. And then round 2 of 100 Zerglings are going to show up. Jericho says that Max is dead at this point. He didn't wall. He's getting 1 cannon. That's not going to help. Yeah, Max, I mean, if the cannon was already here? He done. Unless he gets help. Unless he gets help from the one Marine. Maybe there are Marines in this bunker from Mutabomb, but... Ooh. Drag. Good. Good. Abuse the AI micro. Drag the Lings away from your base. This is pretty nice, actually. Alright. Alright. No, wait. Don't stop. Oh, my gosh. Don't stop. Zerg's got macro hatches through the roof. I could have dragged these Lings away somewhere else, but he dragged them out and then they stopped running. Or the Zealot stopped running. This cannon's going to get like 2 shots off before it dies. Yeah, see, this is why the wall is so important. The wall! Vulture's running out here from green Terran, blue Terran, moving out with some Marines and fire bats with no medic support because, you know, the AI is dumb and everything. But that's what they're doing here at 5 minutes, heading north. Everybody's heading. I don't think anybody's tried to poke Critter or over here at Big Wan's base yet. Well, the probes run. Yeah. Here we go. Run up to this bunkered area, and now the Lings will get aggroed onto the bunkers. Here we go. Here we go. And now, my gosh, they really want Max Power to die. This is the 3rd player who's attacked Max in the first 5 minutes. The Zerg and both of the Terrans have attacked Max Power and only Max Power. Holy Hydra follow-up, Batman. Dude, 5, this is crazy. Quick, siege tank, quick, repair. Yeah, Hydra Micro is non-existent. It sucks. Cool. I think Max might be dead, but I think everybody else could be okay. Ha, cannon. You felt like he got bullied and picked on? Yeah, that's usually how it works. We had a new player with us on Sunday, Prime, and he got bullied too because he was new. So, oh, you got a little extra base in your base? Look at that, you got a little extra base in your base. So Max Power has a place to live, that's nice. Now, Big Wan's getting hit by a pretty big Dragoon Zealot army. He's okay. Got cannons back here. Zealots against Zealots with cannon support do fine. But now the Hydras are joining the party too. Uh-oh. Wow, alright. This is, yeah, Zerg is scary. They were not wrong about Zerg being scary. So if Big Wan's dead and Max Power is dead, I think that's it. I think we're done. I hear you, Ganon. And it's tough. I know it's tough out there. But I would argue that if you play enough, eventually you stop being the new guy, and then people stop targeting you. It really only ever happens to people that are, like, new to the experience. Yeah, Cardiox. Basically, they're given infinite, well, not infinite, but like basically 200 supply to play with and some extra cash at the beginning of the game. And that allows the Zerg to go into crazy macro mode to start things off. And then Happy has some extra special commands in here, too. That also makes them a little bit more dangerous. So, yeah, they've been tweaked and adjusted, and they're mean. Terran AI is probably the worst if they go bio, because they don't really macro that well. Terran Mech is pretty good. Zerg's pretty good. Protoss is good once they get rolling. And yeah, sometimes you think you're being targeted, but you're right. It's just coincidence. Somebody attacked you while you were away, or someone else attacked you while you were being attacked. Especially in a free-for-all, that happens a lot. So, I think that's it. I think Big Wan's dead. I really don't see... Yeah, statistically, if you're in a free-for-all, you're going to get mad about something that happens. Zerg's casually at 67 supply of army. I mean... some drones, but so much of that is army. Well, tank versus tank. Mutibomb should be able to defend against this. Siege tanks on the high ground against siege tanks on the low ground. But Big Wan's crazy dead. And then high ground siege tanks. I like this. Mutibomb supporting Critter a little bit. Could use the same support here, though. See, Zerg is dumb because they will unburrow their lurkers for no reason a lot of the time. That's a good setup, actually. They stayed burrowed there. But they'll chase you is the problem. Critters coming in to give the... yeah, see, they'll chase you, and so they'll unburrow a lot when they shouldn't, basically. Woof, basically. Okay, computers here. He's added a tank now. Meching Terran got shut down. There is... I don't know what this is. Two tanks trying to hold the same place simultaneously. Every one of Happy's maps have this going on. Weird collision with units that are too close to each other or buildings that are close to each other.
RJB is
Happy says it's an EUD thing.
This game.
I mean, Big Wan not being dead at this point, I'm kind of impressed, actually. I feel like he should be dead already, but I don't know how he killed all the Hydras that were in here attacking him earlier. Maybe some Zealots spawned. See, now, this is where... this is where a hard wall and tanks behind it just own the AI. Because they won't attack the wall because they're idiots. They'll bounce around, try to get in range of the tanks. Although, I don't know, they got their own tanks sieging up back here. This might actually work out. If this barracks dies, which is why it's being repaired as much as it is, these rest of the guys might get in. Are the tanks not firing at all? Tanks, fire! Tanks? Yeah. Oh, wait. That was a fire. They're firing on the SCVs that come to repair the but they're not attacking the barracks. That's incredible. Okay. It can see. It can see this. It's just not firing at it. I feel like it should be firing. Am I wrong? Yeah, continuing to send Marines into Protoss at this stage of the game is just a horrible idea. Terran mech, Protoss computers hanging out, trying to set up for another attack on the top left. Who's making carriers? Write a letter to your senator. Max is going carrier on 1 gas. What a hero. What a guy. What a decision to make. Uh-oh, they got the barracks. They got it. They're getting inside now. Carriers screw up the AI, but hang on. That one's attacking the body. Yeah, look at that. They're doing body attacks. If he's not careful, he's going to lose that carrier. Or one of the two here, but they're... Okay, okay. It's only tanks and 1 Goliath. Carriers, get them. Where are you going? Max! Max! Come back. Max, you can kill that into... Oh, gosh, they went into Valkyries. Valkyries in bio here. Go, turret. Kill all the Valkyries. They have no sense of self-preservation at all. Granted, I mean, mass siege tank here, guys. Max, help against the siege tanks. Okay, so he's doing it. He's coming in, fighting the siege tanks with his 3 carrier group. Gotta take down the 1 Goliath first, though, and then you can deal with these tanks. The Marines are going for body shots here, too. This is... Yeah, look at these clipping command centers there. Enough Hydras are happening. Freaking Critter's sitting here doing nothing. Big Wan's hanging out defensively as well. Critter, get out there. Help somebody. Critter's on the move out. Critter might be moving to assist. This would have been nice to have about 60 seconds ago because, yeah, Mutabomb's totally busted. Big One's trying to finish off the meching Terran here. These tanks are bouncing around and not helping at the front because they're dumb. Okay, still Hydras and Lurkers running around inside the main base of Mutabomb. This Lurker has 0 kills. I feel like it should have at least 1 by now. The carriers are not a good move by max power, I don't think. +2 attack here from Critter. He's got a 3rd, 4th base. If we count this as a 3rd, which I think we should. It functions as such. And, alright, in here to clear out the remaining Hydralisks. Good, great, wunderbar. And not able to break green, unfortunately. It was a good attempt. Zerg is back. 2-2 Hydras. Coming in to try to take down Mutabomb once again. Critter, 143 supply, floating a bunch of cash. Needs more macro. Needs these gateways to be running. I love how the Zerg AI will make like 2 Mutalisks. Just why? Like, why is 2 Mutalisk what you're making, guys? Make 12. I guess he's got a bunch over here that could be part of that party and could be kind of nice, but they are not. Oh, look at all these stuck Marines back here. Oh, that's huge. The AI Sim City blocked access for these Marines to get out. Oh, humans might win this thing. I'm saying humans might win this thing. This is crazy. Good storms. Wow. 9 kill High Templar. Beautifully done by Critter. Completely shuts down the Zerg AI with, you know, their Hydralisks. For some reason, Computer Purple's up here hanging out. I guess making it harder for this base to be retaken, but also that's a lot of Dragoons for that purpose. Don't feel like you need that many up there, personally. Max Power says max power. This is actually a pretty good game. I think the priority for Team Humans should be retaking the 12 o'clock. Letting Max Power get up. And telling him, you know, to do the right thing this time. I guess he'll have access to enough Oh, the Marines are getting out. Sort of. He has enough access to cash if he has that 12 o'clock in order to actually make carriers, which would be nice. Zerg is broke, but has access to a ton of cash. Just never had good saturation. Relied on that early bank to make things work for him. Hydro Lurker without any Dark Swarm is not going to do anything against Protoss like this. He's got Psystorm. We've seen this a million times. No Defiler tech. He's got a Defiler mound. I just haven't seen a Defiler from the Zerg at all. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Let's see if this Defiler does anything. Should we take bets? Will this Defiler do something today? Another attempt to bust down a green is Big Wan. What's up, Sup Drago? Thanks for the follow earlier. There's not a lot here for green. 42 supply of Terran, 2-1 upgrades. Making vultures this round of macro, which is going to suck against all of this. 1-1 Dragoon. Zealot stuff. Critter trying to set up. Dude, retake the 12 o'clock. Critter sees it. Critter, tell Max Power to retake 12. You can do it now. You can totally pull it off now. Yeah, man. Green's in all of the trouble. Zealots in amongst these SCVs. There's a couple tanks sieged up here. Another round of tanks comes out this time, though. Big Wan, I think, needed to get up this ramp faster to deal with these tanks, but it's kind of working out for him anyway. Sutter setting up the ramp. Gotta focus. The tank. The tank. There it is. Max Power's coming on down to try to take down Blue Computer, who still has a ton of Marines in here that are stuck. He's got a physics lab for BCs quite potentially, which is fun, but yeah. Critter's getting hit by the Zerg, but he should have enough Storm to deal with this. He's got a bunch of High Templar back here, just kind of hanging out. Storm that, storm this. The Archons are trying to deal with it without having to use any storms. They're doing a pretty good job of it. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, there was a plague? Oh, yeah, look at that. They did use a Defiler spell. Woohoo! Good job, Zerg AI. Way to use Defiler stuff. Kind of hanging out down here together with his best buddy is Purple. Yeah, Blue's sitting on a huge bank, but just trying to spend all that with just Marines is tough. Okay, big purple attack on Big Wan. It's true, he's got some Archons. He never actually finished off green? Oh no! How? How is green never actually killed? This is insane. This is one heck of a battle. Battle cruisers are operational, and they've got 2-2 upgrades as well. That's pretty rad. Oh, look at that. Max Power has retaken his 12 o'clock. He's given Mutabomb his natural because Mutabomb gave him this base. That seems like a fair trade. And expanding to his own in-house natural 2 is now Max Power. Battle cruisers are going after the siege tanks. We need some Goliaths to handle them. We need a round of Goliaths. This mass siege tank is not working anymore. Jericho is saying, hey, you gotta have some Goliaths, man. Big Wen still trying to head down and deal with green, but Zerg players got some other ideas here. Gonna make it harder to get down there and shut it out. Critter, 2/2 upgrades. It's not SK Terran because there are no science vessels. It's Marines and tanks and battle cruisers. Big Wen still trying to get here. That's a lot of tanks on the high ground, though. That is not exactly how you want to be doing things, man. AI science vessels like to irradiate SCVs with their energy. I mean, Green's just making tanks and mech and stuff and sitting on the high ground, and I don't know. It's pretty simple, but yeah, doing the right stuff. Still sending Hydras into these battles, man, without any, I guess, oh, there's some Dark Swarm usage. Weird place for it, but okay. Sure, I guess that works. Uh-oh, they're pushing on Mutabomb. Green counterattacking here on Big Wan 2. Trying to take away his 4th base. This is actually looking pretty bad. Psy Storm, save us. You know there is no storm in this High Templar. Keep him back. Keep him back. Oh no, Critter's under 100 supply. Protoss takes Green's natural from him. Uh-oh. Critter's getting hit. Big Wan's not really in a position to help him all that much. He's still got to contend with his giant Zerg army down here. Oh my gosh. I think the AI might pull it off. Where is Max Power? Max! Only 70 supply. Mutabomb, only 100 supply. More Psy Storm. Not enough energy for Psy Storm. Big Wan's getting hit big time too here too. Mutabomb's, no, it's alright. He's got good resources in there. Trying to get some tanks on the high ground. Mutabomb trying to be a good Terran teammate by giving his teammates tanks. Ah, but they get up the ramp and they snipe the tanks easily, and up the ramp they come. Yeah, more Psy Storm, more Reavers would have been nice for Critter. We've got Scourge up in the mix here too. Yeah, Max Power up here, trying to get rounds of units out, and they need to move out here. Is what they got to do. Zerg's into Ultralisks now with full upgrades. Oh, friendly fire hit. Killing SCV. What are these defilers doing? They're intentionally killing SCVs by wandering up to them and letting tanks kill them. Okay, I mean, they're kind of expensive to be used that way, but at least they resulted in some dead workers. True facts, biocarry. Crazy annoying. Enemy science vessels. Yeah, poor blue Terran. Never really able to accomplish much today. Okay, they live. They live. They hold. Critter loses his natural. Can I? Good, good. Huge attack here into this shared base from Mutabomb and max power. He Dark Swarms the tank up there, but doesn't have any way to get units up on top of the tank. It's a good target. Critter coming over to assist. Big Wan could maybe send some dudes over to assist as well. That, I feel like that would be nice. He is. He's trying to help out over here, but it's 3-3-3 upgrades for the Protoss and only 3-2 for Critter. Zerg's at full upgrades. Lurkers are at full upgrades. Green's on the move out to try to take down Big One again. This battle has been legendary. I'm going to get on Critter's vision for a second. And I'll be right back. What's up, 4 Prime? Yeah, if you're in a live game, you can right-click on somebody's name up here, and it will follow their camera. It's very cool. So nobody died while I was gone. That's nice. This has been a bloodbath. Computers holding their own. Humans holding their own. Did the AI just stasis a tank? Ah! Did stasis a tank. Only and a probe. Purple's got Arbiter Tech, apparently. Making a lot of Archon, surprisingly. Got Reaver Tech. Has an Arbiter Tribunal down here. Jericho says if they work together, they can win this. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. I hear ya, Jericho. Maybe we need to reduce the mineral count on some of these bases if we're going to do this map. Is Max AFK? Max. No. No, he's not AFK. He's just hanging out. He's sending his mass DT army into the breach. He's fighting ultras with them. And they've got detection, though, so they're fighting back, which is a problem. Dude, mass DTs. Woo! +2 attack, hacking those ultras into pieces. Big swings, man. 46 damage per swing. Pretty great against those ultralisks. Yeah, 4 Prime. We're going to do a Hero 7v1 game next. It's a fastest map situation where one player gets all hero units, and then the other 7 players try to kill them with regular units in fastest map. So if that feels something that's up your alley, then you're welcome to join us. Oh, the humans don't have the extra cash. No, they do. Just the Zerg, they don't saturate as much as the people do is the thing. So they burn out. Computers get phantom income. Oh, so that's why blue has 14,000 minerals? Ah, okay. That hurts. Alright, Max Power's got the biggest army in the land, and he's on the move out here with Critter. Critter heading... It's a giant DT army. Ah, Max Power, you never cease to amaze. Here he goes. This is real bad. He's going to lose all of his DTs. He's A-moving DTs in detection with 100 cannons on high ground. Max Power. Friend. Roman. Alright, he lost about 60 supply of DTs during that attack, so not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Here, yeah, so if the AI gets phantom income, then you need to kill them. You have to kill an AI entirely. You can't just fight off their attacks and hope they run out of cash, because that's never going to happen. You have to actually kill them, which I'm not sure anybody in this game knows. Does Big Wan know that's the case? Does he understand that's how you have to play this? You can't starve out the AI. Purple sends some DTs into the mix. Steel Tiger wants some nukes. I think nukes would be good. Oh, the friendly fire splash on those SCVs was brutal. Brutality. Mutabomb continuing to not really have much anti-air. He's just building tanks like crazy. He's trying to make turrets, which are pretty good against BCs, but these are 3-3 battle cruisers. And they know to target down missile turrets first, even if they're under construction. That's right. Spin those BCs. Spin them, spin them, spin them. Big Wan's out of cash. Yeah, some drops, some recalls, something to go after the production capabilities of any of these players would be good. Coming in through the front door is just not working out that well for any of these humans. Yeah, Big Wan's mined out. He's mined out. He's mining out over here too. Oh, no. Big Wan said something. Max Power said something. Oh, maybe we can. I mean, this is a bloodbath is what it is. 4v4 at 39 minutes is just armies attacking everywhere. Macro cycles happening. People are going to start getting tired at this stage of the game. Yeah, Purple's coming out with their fully upgraded Protoss. There are High Templar with Psystorms available here, but Big Wan, or Krier's APM is not quite high enough to hang with what the AI is throwing him at him here, unfortunately. Okay, heading down. I think they're trying to take down blue. Critter says he's about out of money. Big Wan's about out of money. Max Power has a big bank. Mutabomb has a decent one too. They're actually hitting the production of blue AI, and he doesn't have much to stop it. A couple tanks back here. The stasising of purple is nice, though. He's getting some good stasises here. They're not like world-ending, but they're pretty good. Max Power's Dragoons are blocking the ramp. Pretty classic maneuver for Dragoons to do that if you're not microing them properly. Zerg is big and scary and going right side, defending this base that Critter's trying to kill, but Critter doesn't have enough to deal with the response here. But if blue goes down, maybe there's a path forward here, man. This is... okay, he got the hatch. Oh, fair enough. He's got 3-1-3 upgrades. This Archon's got 13 kills before the Hydras snipe him down. Doesn't have any detection. High Templar is out of Storm. No obs with this army. And friggin' hack. Did they save blue? Kinda saved blue, man. Yeah, look at green up here defending this ramp of blue. The teamwork from Team AI is not bad. I mean, except for the fact that this base got stolen. Other than that, it's been great teamwork. Marines taking down tanks because they don't have any support on them at all. It's a move command Goliath running up there. Ah, did it get a recall into green? He got a recall into green. Unfortunately, there's still a ton of green here, and the Zealots are not trading crazy well against these fully upgraded Goliaths. Jericho says they should have recalled into blue here and not go after green. I don't know. I'm just happy with a recall, period, at this stage of the game. Friggin' still got money down here. Holy crap. Yeah, green's moving out now. Nice mech army against these Archons and Zealots. Mutabomb's willing to call it GG here. I don't know. You got a pretty big bank, man. Do some spending, but this is bad. Purple coming up. Tan coming up. Green attacking as well. Big Zealot attack into these tanks of Mutabomb. Gets cleared out. Enough Goliaths here to be able to shut that thing down. This is crazy. What's up, Dan Dan? Yeah, Big One and Max are not doing very well here. Bjorn! Bjorn gifting 5 Falcon Paladin gift memberships. What's up? Turgay gets one for Redhurst, Noel, Patricio, and Yannick. Happy StarCraft Day. Thanks, man. Bjorn is a quadruple threat, man. Wow. Yeah, Bjorn's a patron. He is a Twitch sub. He is a channel member. He does PayPal donations. He does gifted memberships out here on YouTube as well. Crushing it. Let's update that YouTube goal to include Bjorn's generous donation. And that's it. The humans GG out.
Venereal disease 21, RJB.
And bam, the AI get the win in 45 minutes. Max Power is going to fight to the end. We'll let him do that. Have fun, Max. And GG's. The AI pull it off. Looks like most of the money went to Team Human, but Team AI was just too strong. And the AIs get the win. Good game, Critter. Good game, Big Win. Good game, Mutabomb. And GG's. They never let it up or go broke. Yeah, they don't go broke, Critter. I think maybe we should have explained that, but you got to go after their production. They're not going to starve out on that map. So for next time, we have a note. All right, let's go Hero 7v1. Version 21.12. Happy Tuesday, all. Thanks again, Bjorn, for the support. Thanks to our Kodiox, Ganon, Bigwan, and Tarsurian for resubbing today. Looking good, man. Huge resubs today. Gifted stuff out here, too, from Bjorn. Really good. Mutabomb does not want to be hero. Does anybody want to be hero? Bazomp says he'll try it. All right. Put Bazomp in. Put Mutabomb in here. Yeah. Good night, Bjorn. Thank you again. We'll see you on Thursday for more StarCraft. Sup, Drago was like, hey, man, I should have bet more on the AI. All right, so Bazomp's going to go Terran Hero against 7 players who are regular. Bigwan, Jericho, Mutabomb, Savior Sword, Gallons, Hybrid Master is Prime, and I build Nexus is a Cardiox. Okay, Muta needs to AFK for just a minute.
Locus acknowledged.
Dan says, I wish I could bet points. It'd be fun.
What the hell did they do to that command center?
What? I can't see where you are. Do you happen to be a Dark Templar? Why you gotta be invisible? Is it cause I got gas in my ass simulator?
All right, kids, let's get this thing going. We've got a hero in here in Bazomp. And then we have enemies. Someone's lagging out. Hybrid Master is red. I told him to turn off the stream next time he plays with us, so he said he did that. Let's see if he did or not. So top left, it's Bazomp. Oh, we got the lag, dude. 12 o'clock, it's Savior Sword. Top right, it is Bigwan. We've got our Cardiox out this way. Prime down here, who's Hybrid Master. And then we got a purple Protoss, Gallons, a red Protoss, Jericho, and a olive. An olive Terran is a Mutabomb. Not seeing any lag here. That's good. Yeah, maybe you can, Dan. That'd be cool. All right. What do we got going on here, folks? It's going to be a hero in the top left. He's versus everybody else. Oh, there is the lag. But how he can win is every unit he makes is a hero unit, except for SCVs. Hero Marines, they're Jim Raynors. Hero Tanks, Edmund Dukes. Right? Hero Vultures, also Rayner. We've got Magellan Science Vessels. It's across the board here. And the lag is gone. Nope, still a little bit present. And looks like Savior Sword's going to try for the wall off, at least to slow down the attack. A good way to win as the hero is to get early tier 1 units out. Early Zealots, early Marines, early Zerglings to the hero are incredibly strong and very fast. And you get them out there and attack somebody on their own, and you'll kill a couple players pretty quickly. But if you wall them off here, then bam, it's a lot harder for the Marines to get out quickly. Look at him aggro these turrets. Oh, he aggroed the turret! Got a little too close to the sun there. Flew a little too close to the sun. Yeah, Hybrid's joining us. I'm worried he's lagging, unfortunately. Mutabomb's building a second command. He's building command centers, and the corner bases is far away. Oh, I guess not that one. Just kidding. He says, factory it is. This will be good enough. So he's prepared to die. He thinks he's going to die because he's next door to the hero, which is a reasonable concern to have. Here's our first Rainer of the day. He's got stim. He's got range. He's got a bunch of HP, so stimming doesn't hurt him nearly as much as regular Marines does. He's got 200 hit points, and he hits for 16 damage with, or 18 damage with stim. It's fast, it hits hard. 6 is hard-walled. Yeah. Gallon's hard-walled with Nexuses, so that Mutabomb can't retreat there if he needs to. But oh no! Savior Sword's gonna die, but Savior Sword has already built a Nexus down here in Jericho's base as well. Because he's prepared for the eventuality that he's gonna get hit first. One of the two players is gonna get hit first, and entirely it's either this guy or this guy. Based on spawn locations, and they were right. So, they're running. I say if you can kill 3 people in the first 10 minutes as the hero, you're probably gonna be able to pull off a win in the long run, or the short run. Big Wen went for a lot of hatches fast into lair. I don't know if he's trying to go like fast lurker here, because one thing that is very good against the hero is going to be invisible units, right? And Dark Swarm, especially against a lot of Marines. So maybe he's going to go for a lurker rush here. What's up, Chicho? This is Hero 7v1. Bazomp is our hero today. And Wander has some plans about, yeah, if you just kill 4 people in the first 8 minutes, you're good too. True facts. The lag is real. It's really, really real. The lag is real. We all hate it. And I'm worried that it's Hybrid Master. Okay, so Bazomp finishing off what's left here. He needs to go hit somebody else. He needs to make a move on somebody else now. He does have a tank here. Edmund Duke tank. 70 damage. 3 armor natively. Siege mode, I think, by default as well. And yeah, better internet connections in the year 2025 seems like a good New Year's goal to have several months ago. Marines jumping into Jericho's base. Cannons, oh, he goes for the run by. Yeah, he gets a Marine in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, but you got to do stuff now. You did the run by, but you have to keep attacking things. Holy crap. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that succeeded. I bet he thinks he lost both of those Marines on the way in. Dude, there are entirely unprotected workers down here. And he doesn't know. Now he does. Uh-oh. Now the probes are going to have to fight, I think. Okay, the probes are going to fight. DTs from Jericho saved the day. Woo! That was close. That was really close. Dude, siege tank shots in siege mode. 150 damage per shot. They 2-shot Sunkens. A Cardiox is getting his face melted in. It is terrible. It is so terrible here. Trying to go for another run by. You know there are DTs in this base, right? Does he have scans? That might actually Ooh, he gets ComSat. He gets Scan. Also, it looks like he got hit by some Marines himself. Big Wan did. He's down to 53 supplies, droning up. Doesn't have really anything that attacks whatsoever, and the DT's cleared that out again. Yeah, so DT hurt his economy, but he's still pretty good. He doesn't have a Hydroden or anything. What is the plan here? It's the deal with the lag, I guess. My goodness. Into Hybrid Masters base. The Lings are not good against these Marines, but eventually you can overwhelm a Space Marine even with little baby Tyranids if you have enough of them. A Cardiox is down here because his main base is dead. So why are these drones leaving? These drones should really be building a hatchery like right here. It'd be nice. Where are you going? Aha! The DTs are here. Where is the ComSat? He's got the scan available. He's got the scan. There's the scan. He needs to get rid of every one of these DTs. They're running. They're running. The scan is running out. And I think it ran out. Quick, kill your ComSat. Build a new one. It's faster than waiting for the energy to come in. Ah! He's trying to get a turret up. I'm not sure that Jericho sees this turret. He sees the turret now. He sees it. He is ready to go. Siege tank Marine out, trying to push down on Gallon's base. He's got carriers, but against these Marines, that is not going to work out for him. Science Vessel joins the party. All right, so now Invisible Stuff's going to have a lot harder time because this Science Vessel has 800 hit points and 4 armor and is extremely hard to kill. Very effective. Also, Interceptors do poorly against Gym Rainers. Really, really bad. So what do we got? 3 players down. We've got a couple players cockroaching. Mutabomb's trying to go into nukes. A Cardiox tries to build over here instead of down here. It's just... At least you're a little bit defended in Hybrid Master's base. On that left side, you're not defended at all. I mean, that was kind of a regular engagement here. Are these cracklings? I assume they are. He's got a hive. So at least he has a plan. What's Big Wan doing? Big Wan's getting hit by a siege tank that's wandering into tank range. And Marines that are wandering into sunken range. Alright, well he's got a Hydroden, and he's working on a hive, and he's got double Spire. I don't know what he's trying to do exactly. He's got options, is what he's got. Wraiths against these carriers would be nice, but I think the Marines are killing the Interceptors pretty well anyway. See ya, Happy. Thanks for the map. Thanks for the maps. More DT shenanigans up here. I like it. Jericho keeping that pressure on. But also, Gallons is getting pushed hard by these Marines. I mean, the thing is, the cannons are doing better against the Marines than the carriers are, as is usually the case. Oh gosh, interceptor count. Ooh! Carrier gets sniped there. Siege tank sieges up in range of a cannon. Probably shouldn't care about that as much. Just kind of unsieges it, moves it in here. I think Bazomp might have pulled this off. There's really no concerted pressure up at Bazomp's base at all. He needs a Science Vessel to be home. Yeah, Gallons is dead. Mutabomb's base down here is also dead. He's got another one over here, though. Here come the Ultralisks against the siege tanks that do 150 damage per shot. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the carrier's dying to these Marines. Ultra's getting wiped out too. We need Dark Swarm. We need Dark Swarm. He goes for the Muta Bomb here against the main CC of bazomp. But there are Marines defending it, so no, absolutely not getting it. I'm sorry. Okay. That not the greatest move from Big Wan, unfortunately. Hey, how's it going, Zilnar? Happy Tuesday, man. So here comes a DT Ultralisk army rolling into Big Wan, or bazomp space. There are some Firebats out. He needs a Science Vessel in the main. Why does he not have a Science Vessel in the main? I don't understand why he doesn't have a Science Vessel in the main. Yeah. These Ultralisks have 4 armor. The Marines are doing 18 damage per shot. So the armor's doing almost nothing for these Ultralisks. Hey, a Science Vessel is here now. Hooray! We got our Guy Montags here. Protagonists of Fahrenheit 451 doing 32 plus 2 damage with their flamethrowers. And they've got 3 armor. Hero Firebats are no jokes. No joke. Nah, everyone. Everyone down south is hurting bad. The Mass DT I don't think is getting anything done here either. A couple Guardians showing up, but Irradiates are available, and Marines trade pretty well in this situation as well. How's it going, Albran? And double nukes. Immediately scanned out and killed. That's no good. Good reaction time from bazomp, shutting it down. Big time here. Looks like bazomp has it. I'm just going to say it. Looks like bazomp has it. The Mass DT thing I just don't think is working anymore. Jericho maybe needs to get into, like, Reavers. Psystorm would be pretty good against all these Marines, too. Yeah, Man with Gun is pretty good anyway, but buffing Man with Gun turns him into unstoppable Rambo monster. Although those Lings did just kill him, in fairness. Maelstrom would be cool. Maelstrom Storm combos. Always nice. The Guardian group is back. Big Wan's macro is impressive. He was able to get a ton of hatcheries and workers up early, too. That helps a lot. And now there's a Tom Kazansky. Iceman. Here, look. Iceman from Top Gun is here. That's the hero Wraith name. He does 40 damage plus 2 versus air. 4 armor on this guy. And yeah, they get Cloak right off the bat. Let's see how many mutas it takes to take down a Tom Kazansky. Doing pretty well, actually. Wraith versus Devourer. The carriers are trying to fight up this way. Again, 2 players going for carriers. Nuke down the left side, and I think... yeah, same place. And then... ooh, this one might land. This one could land. This one's gonna land. Here it is. Nice. Very nice. Look at this Wraith survive a nuke with 4 hit points. Hero Wraiths can survive a direct nuke with 4 HP. Uh-oh. His hero kind of falling apart a little bit. Bazomp's kind of losing it. He's trying to go like a Mass Wraith style. Handful of Marines here too, but Big Wan's keeping pressure on him. Hybrid Masters got his Ultralisks, got his Cracklings. The DTs from Jericho still keep coming in, but I'm not sure if they're going to accomplish much here. Yeah, they're trying to sneak down this left side. A Cardiox is back on his feet on some level. Yeah, look how much of these bases have been reclaimed by enemies today. Ah, it was looking good for bazomp for a while, but once the Dark Swarm, that's a counter to the Marines and the Wraiths. Yeah, good Dark Swarm placements here out of Hybrid Master, looking good. Lockdowns getting thrown down on enemy Wraiths here. I don't know whose ghosts those are. Mutabombs, I guess. He's been making ghosts. That would make a lot of sense. And that's it, man. Dark Swarm against your Marines and your Wraiths. The tanks are still getting some splash damage. What's up, Detroit? Happy Tuesday, man. And I think that's it. Lag is coming back right for the end here. And I think bazomp's going to be forced to tap out. He gonna be out. He gonna be done. He gonna be dead. Yeah, this is going to be the last game of the day, Detroit, unfortunately. We'll be back on Tuesday, though. Tuesday? Thursday, though? Thursday, though. Starting at 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. So be here or be square. Yeah, attack upgrades I think maybe were a mistake here for the Marines. Giving them armor upgrades makes them really hard to deal with. But bazomp taking it to 16 minutes, pretty good here. Yeah, last game of the day is this one. I think that's it. I think once the enemies have a good, just constant stream and constant pressure of units coming in on the hero, they can't get any counter pressure at all out there. It's so hard to just stay alive. And eventually they just fall over dead is what happens here. Yeah, no problem, Psychonauts. We'll always be back, you know that. Okay, he's kind of breaking out. Kind of, sort of breaking out here. I love a Cardiox coming in, trying to infest a command center. But there are, hang on, couple Wraiths, not enough Mutas, turrets are a problem, can't get that down into infestable range, and the Queens are going to die. Good attempt. Good attempt there. Double nuke. Where the heck is that first one? Oh, what? How'd he get that one up there? Dang, he must have dropped in. Oh, there he is. There he is, hiding up there in the corner. Nice, nice nuke. Okay, so now bazomp is supply blocked. And now we can't replace any units that are dying, and he's killing a ton of stuff, but cool for cats. Never know what hit him. That's right. Hey! Jericho showed up with some Reavers. Now we are done. Bazomp is out of it. It's going to be a friendly nuke up on the friendly units here. I'm guessing someone's going to catch a friendly nuke to the face here in a second. Yeah, there's the nuke dot. Maybe the ghost died, though? Ah, the ghost totally died, though. That would have been a fun nuke. Yes, indeed it is, Happy. And that's it. GG! Live for the swarm. GG's. Bazomp taps out, but it's a good 18-minute game. Fantastic showing from Bazomp. The enemies pull out the victory. And that's it. Who got the most kills outside of bazomp today? 90, 111. Oh, Jericho did. 111. Number 2 is Big Wan. Structures raised. 21 by Big Wan. And then resources spent was Hybrid Master, actually. Good job. Good macro. Hereby Hybrid Master. 230 APM. Looking good as well. So GG. Good teamwork. Way to take him down. And yeah, first time 4 Prime didn't get murderized playing with us in a game. See? See, I told you. Play with us some more, and you'll be left alone eventually. So, GG's. Time to wrap it up today. Got to go pick up the kid from band practice. So I will be done today. Tomorrow we'll be back on Twitch and the Falcon Paladin Plays channel with more Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the 2016 sequel to Human Revolution. It's got good graphics and some pretty good stuff going on. Very fun. And then Thursday, we're back with more StarCraft at about 2 p.m. Eastern. So check it out. Be there, be square. Let's find somebody to raid super fast. Thanks again to the support today, especially from Bjorn with his 5 gifted memberships here on the channel. That was awesome. And people who resubbed on the channel as well. I guess we will raid this guy. Yeah. In specifics here, we got resubs from Arcadiox, Tier 1. Ganon, Tier 2. Big Wan, Tier 3 resub. Tarsurian, Tier 1 resub. Awesome stuff all over the place. So again, back tomorrow with Deus Ex, StarCraft on Thursday. Say hey to the raid, and I'll catch you tomorrow for Deus Ex. Love you. Thanks for the support again. And stay safe. Goodbye.